all. Welcome once again to Blaine's Escape Corner. Our corner of the internet. We get together, we talk about things that help us escape. I'm Blaine. I'm late, but I'm here. I've made it. And we are actively live right now on Blaine's Escape Corner. Let's see what we got up to here in the old hold on. No. First, sake, because this is a short stream because Kitty Cat has a special appointment early in the morning that's like an hour away early in the morning. So gonna be a short one, so I better start the sake now. And we'll end it. We're gonna have to end it around 9 o'clock, I'm gonna say. Kampai, everybody. All right, let's see. Fart sound, loud noises, autistic screaming. That's how they all start. That's how we always start around here. Canadian must have found a new retro game. Nice. He found one. Schlubby Gaijin bought it before he could, so he's mad. It's true. The Schlubby Gaijin was me. I bought it. I bought the game. I was like, I almost went Ethan Ralph there for a minute. I bought the game, and then I put the game into a box, and I stuck it on my wall, and I was like, isn't that cool? I've got a game. What's up? Pops finished Sandland. Very nice. Stu's stream in overtime. Uh-oh. What's the OT with Pappy Stews? Old Pepe Stews. Let's see what else we got going on. I got any Blaine's first excuse? No, my only excuse is I made ribs tonight. And instead of just putting a binder on the ribs and then seasoning the ribs, I took my pork rub. So I make my own pork rub, right? So I'm throwing all this stuff together. But I mixed the pork rub with the crumbled pork rind that I have. So about 50-50 rub. And basically, it's like, like pork rinds, like the big chip things that are made out of pig skin. It's those, but crushed up. So I mixed that, kind of like a pig-based breadcrumb. Mixed that with my seasoning and then crusted the ribs with it. And I was sitting there eating them, and I was like, there's only 2 left. So I had to eat those last 2 ribs. And then it was like, well, stream starts now, but I gotta like wash my hands, get my stuff, get to the streaming location, all that kind of stuff. Starting to think High Speed might be the worst racing anime ever. I might not watch episode 3. I might drop it before I get tempted to do so. Wait, might drop it before I get tempted to do so? I mean, you should drop it. High Speed is a racing show. Like, it is just racing. If you want anime and like story and characters, don't watch High Speed. That's not what I got from High Speed. But I like the rules and the racing. That was awful. Don't compartmentalize it to a genre either. 0 character development for any of the characters. Who gives a shit about the characters? I just want the cars and the rules. That's all I care about. Why do I care that last place Spinny Girl gets DQ'd, except that the way the rule enforced made no sense? You don't make any sense, Veritax. The Minor 49er. Come back! Classic. Thank you, Veritax, for joining at the Escape Artist level. Shadow Dragon, Shadow Box. You hate cicadas? It's a weird thing to hate, considering where you live. Oh my goodness. You know what Shadow Box is? I know what a Shadow Box is. I showed you my Shadow Box. Angry. You were like, I hate that you have that. If you don't want to have a good time, watch literally anything that isn't Etoile. Or you could just not be a bitch and enjoy Car Go Fast. Why do you got to be so negative? Why can't you just watch Car Go Fast? Translation: You're a normie, drop it or perish. True. You dropped High Speed Racing Girls, and they after the second episode. Good. Did I not tell you? If you aren't the person who's willing to sit down on a Sunday and watch hours of cars going around the same track, don't watch High Speed. It's just not. It's not good as like an anime story. There's literally dozens of me. It's not just me. Cars have as much charisma as Pinewood Derby car before a single cut. Have you seen the cars? Are you okay? I will accept no characterization. I will accept kind of boring. Not a fan of the things. Cars have no charisma? Are you wild? These are some of the coolest cars to car Tomies ever designed. I'm going to change it, yeah. Look at these bastards. Fucking 3 front wing end elements and the cross members in a pole design that are also aerodynamic throughout. Like, the person that did this, look at this front end, okay? Look at this front end. This front wishbone is so legitimate of someone being like, oh, it's got to be carbon fiber, but it can't be carbon fiber purely, so we have to bevel the edges and give it cross members for strength. I will accept I don't like the show because it's boring. I will not accept car dumb. MotoGP better than F1? If you want to watch someone die, maybe. You're watching Bicycle Girls. How is Bicycle Girls, actually? Rinkai? Is that what it's called? Is that one going well? Motorcycles are... Oh, Lucifer, why you gotta be a comparative bastard? Motorcycle not better. Motorcycle just different. What about the 2-car guys? Where do you put that? Is it a car or a motorcycle? What is it? The where the guy like hangs off the side? The racing in the sidecars? They better? In no way. Okay? In no way. In no way is motorcycle racing better. They all suck compared to hydroplane racing. Cars look cool. The way they move on screen is so stiff, though. That's my complaint. Stop watching it. I don't get it. Why do you come here to yell about things you don't like? The whole point is that you should be happy. Don't watch it. Let me watch it. Let me enjoy it for you. Let me be the avatar of your enjoyment. Glad you put me in my place. I like motorcycles. I like motorcycle racing. I think motorcycle racing is getting into a same area that sort of the Le Mans prototypes have gotten themselves into. So like here, let me pull up a what is it? The KTM Red Bull MotoGP. I think it's the KTM team that's really bad about this. Hold on. Is it just MotoGP wings? Is that what I want to look at? Show me these new cars. Show me these new cars! Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. No, I don't want to save this image. I want it in a new tab. Why is it gotta be such a tiny image? Why is this motorcycle picture gotta be so tiny? So, You have all of these. This looks awful. I'm sorry, everyone who has to look at this for a minute. You have all of these weird winglets and weird little zip zaps around here. The fender flarings. You even have like diffuser panels in the back now, and these little spoiler bits on the end. And dead on, none of it looks like a wing. They all look like straps or handles that have been like forgotten about. Like you made a Gundam and you didn't clip the runner off. So the way that like modern MotoGP is developing these bikes, they're starting to look really weird, kind of like the old was it 2013 Le Mans prototype? Let me see. Yeah, I guess this is sort of where it started. Was in 2013. We started to get the prototypes that got this sort of look to them, and it was like, oh, that's the Lotus. Which one's that? That's a Toyota. What about this one? Oh, that's the Alpine because it's blue. What about this one? That's the Audi because it has the rings on it. Like, Porsche put a bunch of squigglies on theirs, but you don't have to put a bunch of squigglies on it because they're all the same car with like a bunch of wild like things going on. And like MotoGP just is doing the same thing where like all the motorcycles are just starting to look the same. Like they're gonna have to change the rules that like streamlines it so it looks more like a homologized bike. Because like you go in to buy a bike, your bike doesn't look like that. The bike only looks like that when it's racing. Welcome, Stu. How are you doing today?
Your mom's a squiggly.
Your mom's a squiggly. Squiggly old mom.
I too am against this.
Yeah, but we knew you were because you hate spoilers. So
also, yes. What is that on the back of that motorcycle?
It's a little handle, so when he gets off, he can like, roll it into the garage.
He's missing the overweight woman on the back with the spaghetti strap tank top.
That's to keep her on the back.
No, that's for downforce.
Could you imagine putting a bitch bar on a sport bike? It's like a 3-foot back seat for no reason. Who likes spoilers? I love spoilers. Spoilers are great.
Yo, Stubert, how you doing?
Oh man.
Welcome, Mike.
I was doing great.
I was gonna say, isn't that a female driver on it?
No.
No? You sure?
No, that's a
I didn't even like it when Honda brought out the Repsol CBRs as purchasable livery.
I love the orange though. So
I do like the orange.
I'm like, give me more.
Yeah.
But
I do like that.
They don't have like weird wings and stuff on it. It's just a
but
CBR 1000, right?
But it's like okay, maybe I don't want Repsol. Maybe I like the livery, but I don't want Repsol written on the side of it.
Oh yeah, but the problem is money.
No, the problem
paid
is
a lot for that.
Not with the cost of motorcycles these days.
Look, I kind of understand because motorcycle you can actually see it, but like, why do I care what my car looks like? I'm not looking at it while I'm driving. I'm inside it.
Oh my gosh, spoken like someone who's
I'm
never driven a car.
envisioning how I look to other people, and I'm awesome. That's why I love my Stinger. Because I'm envisioning other people going, that guy drives a Kia.
Dude, you could look really cool driving a shitty car. Like it doesn't matter.
I could. You couldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I got sunglasses now, dude. I'm popping off.
Sunglasses? Oh my god! Can I imagine you in pit vipers, in a Chevy HHR? That's.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here's your new challenge. Chevy HHR. And you have to look cool while driving it.
Oh man. The worst response to the PT Cruiser.
You're gonna need the right color.
What's the right color in this car?
No, do you remember the pickup they made with this same thing? What was it, the SSR?
The color is going to be something faded.
HHRSS.
Oh no, they did make the SS, but that wasn't the pickup.
Is it not?
I don't think so. Look up the SSR.
I'll try the SSR.
Chevy
Oh,
SSR.
yeah. I knew somebody with one of these. You know the craziest part about the SSR? It's super weirdly low, but as soon as you're under the body panel, the car's up in there. You're like, why is there so much clearance inside the body panels?
That's a Chevy thing. Like if you, because I had a what do you call it? Not an Equinox, and I had a rental car was a Chevy Blazer, one of the new Blazers.
Yeah.
And if I'm sure the Camaro is the same way, but when you sit in that, you're like, why am I sunken down in this thing? Why is the door panel coming up past over my shoulder? It feels like it's like I feel like I'm driving in a trench.
Get you.
Well, I have
Like
a
in a
simple
fighting
solution to make
position.
that cool. Just make it bump up and down, make it pop.
Just buy an old car and store it.
You put a
Yeah, just make it a
velocity
bouncing
stack on
car,
it
and
for
then
no
it'll be hip.
I mean, just
Also,
make it
break
really
somebody's
faded.
hip probably, but you know, I mean, that's
Dude, that thing is
Hey.
tubbed out, dude.
It's all tire in the back.
It's just make it one tire.
why bother with two?
Where's the exhaust gonna go then?
The exhaust
It's
comes
already
out
out the side in front.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
waste
it is.
time
No,
with
the
Here,
question
mufflers.
is where's the axle gonna go? But it's kind of just inside
Well, you can put the axle on both sides.
both.
Both sides, yeah.
Double differential. You have one on each side. That truck is.
I like
hot.
so I was just driving the family around it, and we were at a stoplight, and the truck in front of us, the pickup truck, somebody had just spray painted the pumpkin on the rear axle. Not the cover, not the rear cover on the pumpkin, but just.
The whole,
And I'm like,
just,
why?
Just
Do you
sprayed
want
the whole thing?
just spray painted it red? Not the whole pumpkin, but just kind of like they left the front cover on and spray painted it around it, like so there's overspray from leaving it on there. And I'm like, are you trying to make this look custom or like what? It's worse than when people paint their calipers to mimic big brake calipers
Promises
being painted.
Mexican genes demand lowriderification of all vehicles.
For those unaware, this is a rear axle, and when he says pumpkin, he's talking about this cover right here that you can take off.
Yeah,
You
Take
take
off
it off
Michael's
and you
scalp.
can spray paint it, and then you put it back on. But somebody had just
It's just
sprayed
him
it with
screaming.
overspray onto the axle.
I don't even like just spray painting it. Like the whole thing was like why are you putting a heavy duty cover on it? What do you have in your rear axle? If you're not, if you're not running like a 456 or better gear ratio, and
The one
rock crawling
excuse is I spray paint it shiny so that I can see where it leaks. That's the
spray
only
paint it white.
excuse. Otherwise, you're right. Why bother?
If it's leaking, you don't need it to be shiny. You just need to run your finger underneath there.
Maybe they fixed it and they're like, I don't know, maybe it's still leaking. We'll just paint
I've
it so we
broken-
can watch it.
I've broken 3 differentials in a Jeep before. It's
In
not
a
fun.
Jeep?
Yeah.
Really? Is that
Went
easy
from-
to do?
I went from 3. I don't know what it was. And maybe a part of it was I went from stock to 357. That was a upgrade. That wasn't because it broke. 357. And then from 357, I upgraded to 411s. And then from 411s, I went to 456. It's not fun to drive on the interstate.
Sydney
that
Sweeney's
point.
a car girl. She has a video where she buffs and paints a rear diff. Yeah, I'm sure you've watched that buffing and polishing plenty.
Was that an ASMR video?
So, did you ever replace the spoiler on it?
On the Jeep?
Yeah. You know, it has that thing over
Michael,
the top of it, like the bars.
stop it. Stop.
Bars?
You know when you think of
He's
Jeep,
talking about a
automatically-
Jeep with like an open top,
Yeah.
where the
With
bar
roll
that goes.
cage, you mean?
Yes,
Yes, the
bar,
spoiler
the roll
cage.
cage that goes over the middle of the Jeep.
The spoiler cage.
The spoiler cage? Spoiler Gundam cage?
Michael,
So-
Michael, the car guy.
I was gonna say is like, what do you think about Congress passing a bill to make anti-Semitism illegal?
Because part of that anti-Semitism is defined as saying that Jews killed Christ.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I
Seems like
think
a
that's
bad idea.
I
Isn't
think that's wrong.
isn't
I
that
think
just true?
I think my, you know how people say, "Oh, I didn't leave the left left me." You know that might be happening here. I didn't change my views. My views are being forcefully changed for me. I didn't have any choice in this. I am just
I
now.
don't see how it
I am
passes
now
cor-
anti-Semitic. Nothing changed.
None of my views mattered.
No.
That's a wild decision.
Never have, fam.
Yeah, it's like our government hates us and they're all traitors.
Always has been.
Number of times you've seen an IndyCar driver break the axle after dropping the car after service. Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, we can talk about anime.
Yeah, this is Waifu Wednesday, isn't it?
It is Waifu
Yeah.
Wednesday. That's correct.
I didn't even like.
yeah,
I've
you
gotten
can
to the
bring up
point now. I
Daily's
just
birthday.
follow the link and just hop on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
good.
refresh the page.
And I came on, and you were like showing like I was like, wait, race cars?
Yeah,
is
race
this?
car anime.
Alex
It's only
Moore.
for people who like racing, though.
Yeah, you should
It's
Yeah,
watch
not
it
for
no
people
one
who like
wants
shows.
to.
and realize, oh yeah, this is awful.
It's trash.
I can't wait until they make
They
those
will
racing.
never dub
And you
this.
can't say,
Yeah.
"Oh, Michael doesn't like
They
race
will
cars."
never
I
do this.
watched Wreck-It Ralph.
It's a good movie.
Wreck-It Ralph was, yeah, it was pretty okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
think the
good
first one was
racing.
totally fine. The second one was not
Oh
something
my
I'm ever
gosh.
gonna watch.
Yeah, why would you watch
Second one wasn't bad, and there was some. I feel like there was some ulterior messaging there, but the idea of your kid growing up and not being into all the same things you're into and becoming their own person and you having to let go. I mean, that's a strong part of that story, which I mean,
Yeah, I
with
mean
me
that,
at the
that
time.
part can be fine, but I'm talking like everything else that goes into the film, other than like it's.
Oh
main
yeah. Oh,
plotline.
there's a lot. So it's a lot of girl boss, girl power crap in there.
Yeah.
It's just like that. I thought was stupid.
Yeah, it's the delivery of the message that kind of can sour it.
Didn't they
Yeah.
literally have a cameo from that one girl that got outed for texting a minor? That YouTuber,
Who?
not Lily Singh, but the other comedy one.
Oh, was she the one that had the horrible apology video that
Yes,
everybody
yes,
clowned on?
the ukulele one.
Yeah, I was thinking of that girl. Yeah,
She's definitely in that movie.
I forgot her name because she doesn't really matter, but she's canceled now.
Yep. Not because of what she did, but because of the apology.
Yeah,
Welcome to the party, pal.
Ukulele apology wasn't the best thing she'd ever done.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
funny.
even- What's the best?
I was gonna get into the anime stuff. We watched the Reincarnated Aristocrat appraisal skill anime, and I was just talking about to Veritax like right after it came out. I was like, this first type of these shows where it's like think it's gonna be bad, but this one's actually good, and then they just like shit the bed in episode
Yep.
4, and it just looks terrible.
But the girl had big tits.
That did happen, but also the animation like fell off hard. It's not like the animation was anything great. I was like, I like all these little pieces here. The story bits, in terms of like just progressing him, building up his like people, finding people that are useful and stuff by their skills, that's like still fine. But the actual art just got worse, like notably worse from week 3 to 4. I was like, why? Why do they have to do this to me? It hurts. It pains me so that I can't have a well animated show outside of Reincarnated as a Slime. Reincarnated as a Slime is like the only show like this that has good animation. Nothing else.
Do you ever
You know what I
think maybe
feel?
you should just enjoy things more?
Dude,
do
that
enjoy
is such a
Slimey's
piece of
cut.
shit response.
Yeah, like
He tried.
I tried. I did like it. I still like it, but it's like I like good animation. It's not giving it to me. So there's one, like I said, the one show that does I really like. It's like a lot of people won't like Reincarnated Slime because there's so much talking, so much going over details of like people planning things and preparing stuff and just like saying, okay, this is what we're gonna do. But what if they do this? And talking about different factions' responses to like Rimuru and his faction, what they're doing in the world. I find it very engaging and interesting, and it is well animated. But it's also guys sitting in a room talking for an entire episode, and a lot of people aren't interested in that. What are you looking at, William? Did you watch any anime this weekend you wanted to talk about?
I just watched the second episode of Windbreakers, and it just set up like, the next
That's
fight.
all you got too. That's very sad. I hope you're.
I enjoyed the second episode of Windbreakers. Okay, it was like, all right, we had fights. We got to get our guy in the school. We got to sort of introduce some of these other characters, but we don't have time to really like go through each one individually. Let's just get our boy in here, get him like that angry fish thing, kind of show off that there's this guy with the eye patch. It's kind of a goober, but he's like secretly like really like angry or like really good fighter. And then bring in the really angry guy to be like, all right, let's get like a good fight coming. I thought it was well done for like just let's get you to that next sort of like area. And anyone who hates it can just whine about it somewhere else.
No, I was saying you watched one episode of anime. You literally didn't let me finish my thing.
No, I didn't, because all you do is bitch about
You
things.
were
And I just
done.
wanted like 10
No.
seconds of being able to talk about something that I thought was actually fun.
Yeah, I was saying that you only got one episode of anime to watch because you're working on your truck stuff.
That's fine. You spent the
Yeah.
whole prior to that just bitching about how you hate animation in this and you hate that and you hate this and you hate that.
I think that's
needed
because
away
you just
from it,
wanted
okay?
to listen to me hate stuff. I don't think you want to listen to me enjoy things.
You haven't said anything you enjoy.
I did talk about slime. I was literally talking about slime.
I
You
like
ignored all
slime.
that.
Yeah. You know what? You know what you said I like slime in the context of I hate these shows. Like you.
No, I went over
That's
slime to illustrate why I
Serrano's
like
doesn't
slime.
like
What are you
anything
talking about?
meme.
You were illustrating why you hate other things.
Yeah, I said it was unfortunate because slime is something that does it pretty well, and they fulfill what I want.
Okay.
Slime's also currently
The
airing.
literal
So.
opening line was I hate all of these things. Do you not understand that? Does that evacuate
Yeah,
from your
I
brain
do.
when I
Do I not
explain
move?
to you
Do
that
I
you start
did I
with the
not move on
negativity?
to the
It
other
doesn't
thing?
matter how much positivity you bring in after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, because the new show that we started watching was The Aristocrat. I like stuff about it. I like going through the stuff, building up our guys, having him think about things and think about how he's going to be building his kingdom for himself, like later, right?
But you
I
said you
do
didn't
like that
it.
aspect of it. I
Is
don't like the fact that
Windbreakers
the
a reference
animation
to
fell off.
clothing or
That's what I was
farting?
talking about.
Neither. It's a play on kanji.
Oh. Or
Yeah,
is,
that's
it
what I was thinking. It was
is it a
'cause-
misunderstanding of the word phrase?
well, I mean, they
wind
wear jackets that you could call windbreakers, couldn't you?
Yeah, they're like the school jacket.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could call the jackets windbreakers still.
Wind Wakers.
Wind Wakers? Yeah, that
Wind
would be even better.
Wakers?
Oh, Alex, thank you. Thank you for your claps and your $5. That's wonderful. It's my favorite so far today. Because in kanji, Stu, when you write things, a word can mean multiple things. So, like
You mean like a
kawa,
homonym?
for example, the word for kawa can also be read as like gawa, and one means river and one means skin. So it's like you could say like a red river or red skin, and it's like kind of the same basic writing. So that's how they get Windbreaker, is the name for like the school group is also like Windbreaker.
Like T-birds from Greece.
A little bit, I guess.
Like,
You
did they
watched
snap? Did they all snap to a beat during a musical?
Not quite.
Yeah, you watched like one season of Mushoku Tensei or something, did you, Blaine? Is that what it
I
was?
watched
Like Yu Yu
the
Hakusho?
first. Okay, I don't know if it's not 2 seasons, but it would have been like the first.
Yeah, I would
2
still call it
bits.
2 seasons because
I
there's
watched up
4
until,
seasons that were released worth of anime.
Redhead went off on her own.
Yep, that's I just finished.
That's
one.
actually the first 2 seasons, yeah. Then or not
No,
first,
that's,
but the first full season, and that's 2
Yeah,
parts.
because it
Yeah.
like it breaks it up, like it does the Oh, it's part,
Part
one,
one,
part
part
two.
two.
It was
But
a
it's-
total of 25 episodes.
Yeah,
that
like
we watched.
basically
Exactly.
2 seasons. That's the first full season, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's lots of cool stuff that's happening in season 2 that I like because Rudius is going through his thing where, and this is the first half of the second season. Now we're in the second half of the second season, but he meets up with Sylphie at the Magic Academy, and he has to wonder, is he gay now? Because he thought he was
Are you-
falling in
are
love
you
with somebody
gay?
who presented more as a man. He couldn't tell.
Did he
I
have
can't
more
wait to watch
ED
that part.
again?
I'm about to get to
Yeah,
it.
that's what he was working on.
He
yeah.
deserves that shit. Okay, he deserves ED.
I'm
His- after
surprised
s-
you're watching this, Michael. Didn't you? Aren't you the one that like got creeped out about this whole show?
Yeah, once I figured, okay, the one spoiler I got for it was he gets a large period of time away from all the girls, right?
Mm.
And so even if he does be like, I'm gonna groom them like whenever he first meets them, like they're not with him for 8 years. Like he doesn't do it. So it doesn't
Also,
matter.
he doesn't do it to Eris.
True, he doesn't do it to Eris.
Because she leaves.
No, I mean during their time
Wait,
together, it doesn't
Final Fantasy
happen.
VII?
Yeah, he doesn't.
groom
He just
her.
doesn't try and do it to
He
her
doesn't groom her.
at all.
So, yeah,
Different
it's
Same with
Eris, dude.
Roxy, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it before when Andrew's on. There's a lot of different things. Or was that in like a call? Did I just talk?
It was in a
Andrew
call.
about
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I talked with Andrew like after a stream one night. Talked about all the reasons I like Rudius. The fact that he is a bad person. All these things he has to overcome. All these things he has to improve about himself. I like how he starts as a flawed character, but he's not really irredeemable. He does somewhat get dealt a bad hand, and he doesn't react to it like he should.
Yeah.
But he gets a second chance at life, and he very much changes who he is.
Oh, exactly.
through
Because
this
isn't that like
experience.
kind of the point of the isekai where they come in as a baby? Like the whole point
Yeah.
is that they get that second chance to do things over again. And so you do have some of the like the lecherous bits where they're like, "Oh, I can sneak a peep on that nipple," but like the ability to grow is still there. So
Yeah, and that's why people refer back to Mushoku Tensei again and again, because it is one of the older isekais, and how it properly uses it as a like core plot idea. It's like he is a flawed person, and he is getting a second chance now to fix who he was, and he
Mhm.
does.
Yeah,
And that
Andrew
is such a
saying
satisfying progression to go through for me. That's why I love it so much.
during the call that we had, Andrew was saying that they definitely toned down how much of a pedophile he is in the anime.
I don't
Yeah, he just
actually.
said that.
I
They
am not
censored his
exactly sure
character
about
for
that
the
either
anime.
way. But
Yeah, I'm not either, but that's just what he was saying.
Yeah, that's what Andrew said. So yeah, Andrew will back that up. Yeah, in the anime, that doesn't really happen. So yeah, maybe they made it better. Either way, I really love the anime.
nice.
Yeah, it hits on basically everything I want. I really love all of our characters. I love the animation. It looks beautiful. The people who made it care a lot for it. It doesn't waste time on stuff that doesn't really need to exist. I don't feel everything really leads into something else. Every plot point we have, every growth we have with Rudius, just incredibly well made show. And honestly, even more and more as I go through, I've started watching some more movies. Like just the other day, we watched The Northman, me and Michael. And that just makes me appreciate Vinland Saga so much. How well it told such a great story. Like
Is
took
it- is
fantastical elements with like real life lore stuff. Yeah.
I haven't finished season 2. Did they wrap that up?
Oh yeah, that's done. The season 2
Okay.
the season 2 has had an ending. There is more Vinland Saga after that, but it very much has a good ending, another good ending for Vinland Saga to leave off on for basically the next part of Thorfinn's life.
Okay, so the series isn't over. It's just the season.
Yeah, the season's over.
Okay.
It's definitely good to go through, watch that. It should probably be fully dubbed too. It came out a while ago, so it should be done.
He's got a new
Oh yeah, it is.
home.
Yeah, you should
I'm
watch
just
it.
in the middle of it. I just haven't finished the second season, or I don't even know if I've finished the first season.
I think
can't
all of
see
Vinland
it.
Saga is fantastic. Both parts 1 and 2, or season 1, 2, whatever, are different. They have different things they're focusing on because we're going through this kid's whole life, basically, and how his mentality changes based on the situation around him and how it affects him.
What week are we looking at for this list?
This is week 3 of spring 2024,
Yeah, it should be episode 2 of Kaiju number 8.
and you've
That is,
got
yeah, that
Very
explains
good.
why. That explains why Loser Ranger's so high. because it was really lacking up until episode 3.
This should. I don't. Yeah, this should include episode 3 of Blues Ranger. Yeah.
It is interesting though that you have the top 3 because I figured based on all of the advertising that Kaiju number 8 would be kind of the dominant one this entire season as far as the rankings go. But to see Data Live like hanging on really tight, and then also Konosuba, that's pretty fun. Surprising Delicious is still up there.
And Delicious Dungeon is still really good, especially the last episode. I don't think episode 17 is counted in this, but that one should keep it high in the rankings.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Unnamed Memory. That's an odd one to see up here.
I can see why people would like it. There's plenty of reasons too. I mean, when we talked about it's like the protagonist is a Chad, I doubt that changes. So that's a pretty good reason to like it. It's like you can heavily identify with the main character because he is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what he wants and he gets it
Oh, I need to.
and pursues it.
I need Yozakura family mission.
That one was
like
kind of funny.
I
I
feel
didn't really
someone was
like it.
Oh,
but,
you'll
yeah.
have to watch that. I'm loving it.
I was gonna say, I didn't really like it, but it was kind of funny, and yeah, you can check it out.
I don't think you'll dislike it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, definitely one that you're like, meh.
Yeah.
Next.
If you read the plot point thing, is like the guy likes a girl, and she has crazy family members. They're all like spy people. Yeah.
Wait a
It's like
minute. I
Spy
did see the
Family.
first one.
Oh, you did see the first
I
episode?
did see the first one.
Yeah, because her brother's trying to
the
kill
brother
him.
is like really creepy. He's like, I'm gonna kill this kid, and then she has like save him from being killed. Yeah.
Family has
Okay.
to protect him.
Yes.
A shotgun wedding in the first episode.
Yes. Okay. I have started that one. I think that first episode is kind of like a wacky, fun introduction. I definitely need the second or third to really lay in if it would be worth my time.
Yeah. I didn't go to the second or third because it's like, I don't think I'm gonna like this.
Yeah, you're
so I
like-
just passed.
You're like immediately like thrown into it as like it's like really normal, and then just immediately like there's a knife at his throat, and from that moment on it's just like, and we're in this weird like other dimension world type where just no rules exist, and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
I
this is
guess.
a modern fantasy setting.
Mhm.
But I do love the cable weapon thing. Like I can't remember, we were trying to talk about that I think couple seasons ago. We were like, what the hell are those stupid like ropey things called?
Oh, garrote wire.
Not the garrote though. When they have like they got wires coming out from
Just
each of
steel
their like
whips, yeah.
fingers, and they can like control them individually. And you're like, how does this work?
Well, it doesn't actually
What are
work.
you looking at,
That's-
Spider-Man?
Yeah, it doesn't actually work. That's how that works. But in fantasy world, you can just make it do whatever you want.
Exactly. I'm
There's
shocked to see Grandpa and Grandma so low. What was
I'm
that?
about to lose it. He just said Skumichi's ripping off Fruit of Evolution.
Wait a minute. Is that even physically possible?
I don't think that's possible. And also, what the fuck, dude?
What a strange choice. Plush bread. Jellyfish making sense. Is there anything else that's sad
Yeah,
to see Bartender so low?
I didn't finish season 2 for Evolution. Did it get to the point where he got pissed off with the school and left?
I don't think I follow.
Girls bad cry doing numbers, baby.
Yeah, numbers 0.99.
Considering it's not picked up by any streaming service, that's a lot higher than you'd expect.
Wait,
It's
this
higher
is not
than
on a
the
streaming
gay show.
service?
It's not on any streaming service. You can't access it outside of Japan TV.
It's beating Vampire Usei. God, look at all these other shows. It's on top.
Good. Beat
It's
the
beating
Fable.
the Fable.
Good.
How? That's crazy.
Hey,
What is
High Speed
on?
of Trois is not last.
Whoa.
Oh, that is very bad numbers for Yokai-san.
Interesting. I want.
Because you could tell Yokai-san actually has some budget behind it too.
Oh, it's so sad because that first episode's so good. I'm wondering like what is gonna happen in that second or third episode that's gonna.
I don't
like-
actually think it's bad. I did drop it because, like I said, it's at the bottom list, and I just don't care enough about it. I have 15 shows.
just
Yeah.
fall.
I don't like it.
Where's
I
viral?
don't
hit?
like it.
Hey, he's figured it out. He's just letting it drop. Don't
Yeah.
make fun of him, Stu.
Tombo's in pretty similar rating. I don't think it's bad. It's just not as good as other shows I have.
Tombo is like a is it like a coming of age girl story? Because that's the feeling I got reading.
It
the
feels
plot
like we should be
synopsis.
getting that. I didn't get enough into it, but most of what we focused on the first like couple episodes was just her doing golf stuff. The other guy learning how she plays golf like that. He's like, that's crazy. How does she make that hit? And then he analyzes her club swing and stuff like that, and he tries to figure out how it's working, and he tries to learn more about golf himself. I think it's kind of cool. It's just on the back burner. If I drop other shows, I might try to pick Tombo back up.
Where was Viral Hit on the list?
It was like 27th.
Yeah, viral hit was.
I was gonna make a comment about that too. Viral
This
hit
one.
is like very high. Viral hit was horrible.
I mean, it's about where with the amount of advertising behind it, I'm glad it's not higher. It was really
Yeah.
bad.
I think
Is
people
it,
could.
is it
I
being
think people.
pushed, really?
Oh, 100%, yeah. It's the
Yeah.
Oh,
manhwa
because it's the
picking season.
webtoon this season, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll always push whatever show they have
And
because
Webtoon
they
has
have
the money.
they have at least
Yeah.
like a minimum advertising budget. I assume if they're going to be producing an anime or like lending out license producing an anime, they're going to be putting like their money behind it.
Yeah.
Even if it's utter garbage and looks horrible, and the main character, all the characters in it are terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't get over how terrible people the characters of Viral Hit are. Like this random dude who is bullying him before, who he gets in a fight with because the main character is letting him use his mother's YouTube account to stream, and then they get in a fight on live stream, and that goes viral. That's how they start the relationship. And then the main guy wants to cut the bully out of the money he should have from that video.
Does the bully him before or after that moment?
Before. But
Mhm.
then they entered the agreement where it's like, okay, I'm going to try to get YouTube famous. You let me use your comatose mother's YouTube account. And he's like, okay.
Why
And then
is
he's
she
like,
comatose.
I don't know.
This sounds weird and
I
stupid.
don't know.
It is.
Everyone wants to be solo leveling, dude.
Yeah.
It's just solo leveling.
Actually, I don't think it's really at all like soul leveling, but it's bad.
I
I
mean,
would
comatose mother, you know, that's
10 out of
that's
10
something.
times I would recommend soul leveling over Viral Hit.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
What about
times.
Chainsaw Man?
As 100 out of 100 times, 100 out of 10 times. Chainsaw Man is significantly higher than soul leveling.
Hold on. Look at this difference.
Oh
Hold on a
man,
second. Whisper Me a Love Song is number 1 over here.
that
Look,
is
it ain't
hilarious,
bad.
dude.
And it's
No, it's not.
28th over here.
What's the rating scale for each?
Just votes.
One, like just voting. Like you just vote on which one
don't
you're
remember
watching
how-
you enjoy.
Okay.
Do they work exactly the same? Because I know the one on our right is just, do you like the show? Yes or no, basically, right?
I believe they both let you select multiple shows to say I'm liking this show this
Yeah.
season. And
Yeah,
then
you
it's
just,
just
like, mark
based
it
on
if
a
you like it.
percentage of how many people vote, it goes up or down.
Mhm.
Not only is this one number 1, but it's moved up 3 positions to get there.
I mean, it makes more progress than most romance shows do, like straight up.
Yeah.
Mm,
In the first episode, we have a confession.
Was that the
Yeah.
first? or
In the second episode, they're holding hands and like hugging each other. It's like
Sinners.
it's like keeps going forward. It's like
Oh,
this
it's
feels
worse
like
pop. They're lesbians.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh,
it
what?
feels like this is a normal romance
Lesbians.
progression, not an anime romance progression. That's what
Oh.
it feels like watching Whisper Me a Love Song.
But it's
Yeah.
musically themed.
Yes, dude, they're gay.
Yeet this show.
There's not much music to it. Like it's obviously involved, but there hasn't really been much yet. It's mostly just been focused on our two main characters.
Oh, really? That was the one thing
Yeah.
I was hoping I would get out of that show if I was gonna like actually finish it. I was like, it better just be really into the music. You're saying they don't even do that?
I think you should give it a shot.
I mean,
give
I'm
it 2
gonna watch the
episodes.
first one at least, but that was my like, I'll watch it if it's got a lot of music in it.
I think you should do 2 episodes.
2? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it 2. But Mushoku, look at that
Yeah,
up there.
or
Konosuba,
it deserves to be.
Date Alive.
You could always underestimate just how popular Data Live is.
I always do.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
is
the
a
fact it
big
has 5 seasons
franchise.
now.
Why
It's
didn't you
wild.
notice? Yeah, I should have expected Jellyfish's Doga Koba show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah,
It's not. It's not actually the same as their other ones. Usually, their other ones are super moe focused. This one isn't as focused on that. It's focused on building our characters and more. There's more to our characters than most Doga Koba shows, where they're just like moe blobs going around having fun times.
Mhm.
I would say yes, but didn't yeah, Oshi no Ko is a Doga Kobo.
Oh,
So
it
is
is.
Plastic Memories.
I don't remember watching Plastic Memories, but I didn't
Plastic
know.
Memories is one of those like you'll start watching it and you'll be like, I know what every episode is gonna be like, but it's a really, really fun look at like the idea of having to wipe
Oh yeah, I was not
robot
watching
memories.
seasonal anime then. That's why. Yeah.
But then you're like they go into like, oh, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? New game, right? Like the super
And those are
motivated
all.
stuff,
Those are
right?
all the same show. It starts with like Yuri. That's like their.
And then
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh wait, but these are like really.
Then they made
really
Oshinoko.
nice. Yeah,
Man, can't have shit.
I didn't know they made Oshinoko.
They
I
have
wonder
all
if
the
they're
shit.
just. They're probably not the only studio on that. Let's check.
welcome Alejandro Murray.
I'm just on to the correct people. That's all.
Oh
Well, sure.
yeah,
Do it.
No, your "Wish Me a Love" song. Did I type it in chat or did YouTube?
What?
No, I typed it correctly.
I thought it was Whisper.
Yeah, Whisper.
whisper me a
You
love
said
song.
Wish.
Sorry.
What were you saying?
It's your
Matt?
standard show about girls that don't know what infatuation means. A
No,
lot
one of
these
them does.
rom-coms don't know it. They just think everything is love. So she's discovering her infatuation stage before the love stage. It's combined with music drama and your typical high school bands with slice of life activities, karaoke, whatever, all that crap. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
show.
Gayness.
But the first episode, like 2 weeks ago, you were like, "Oh, she fell in love with her because of her voice." That fucking happens, dude. People can fall in love over a voice.
Well,
Yeah.
the issue is she didn't. She just worded it that way, so the other girl thought she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shorter one, the pink red hair one. She's the one that's like, I don't actually know what love is. And then the taller one, she's like, oh man, I've fallen in love with this girl already.
Yeah, she's infatuated. They don't. A lot of teenagers. I didn't know what that meant when I was a kid. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing. We're all old watching this, and we're just looking at them saying, "Oh, she's infatuated right now. She's not in love yet." But yeah, slowly, it's a slow burn. They're gonna probably fall in love later on.
I mean, like I said, they're already holding hands. They're literally
Yeah.
doing more than most
Yeah, I don't think it's
romance
slow.
anime do.
Is the
No,
issue.
a lot
Yeah.
of these shows take like 12 fucking episodes to confess. I can't stand that shit.
And she literally confessed in like, was it the first episode she confessed?
The
Or
second
was it
one.
the-
It
What's
was
the
the
other
second?
show that had a
Okay.
confession? The first episode that
Well, it's the one
Yeah.
show that Blaine liked from
With the
last
earrings.
2 seasons ago.
I mean, the
Oh,
golden
you're talking about
child
the
of these type of
inexperienced,
shows.
me
is-
and the experienced you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the episode 1 confession. It was kind of supposed to be just a dare. It was a dare confession, but then she was like, "Yeah, sure."
And
he
then
was
it
on top of her
worked.
the second episode,
Yeah.
and it wasn't your standard anime trope.
Yeah,
Let
and
me
she was
trip
just
and
into
fall.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. Blaine will like it though.
Yay, me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep watching Whispering a Love Song probably.
Oh yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying the manga. So
I can see why, like I said, I can see why people like it because this is a deviation from the standard romance.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, since we're talking romance anime right now, now's the time to cash your chips on Kimi no Todoke before the 3rd season comes out, because they might be getting together soon. It's only been 48 episodes, and it might happen. I'm joking, but we're gonna see them actually be together now. It didn't happen until the end of season 2, man. It was fucking rough, man. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
You had to do 2 seasons, but now we're getting the actual season where they're together.
No, it was 2
Yay.
double seasons.
Oh, it was.
It was 48 episodes.
No,
And
it says season 2 is 13.
Oh, was it? Was just
Yeah.
the first one double then?
Probably. Yeah, the first
Okay.
one was
Okay, I'm tripping then. My bad.
36 episodes.
Damn.
Also, anybody listening right now, I talked about Girls Band Cry a little bit earlier.
You did.
If you have a chance to watch Girls Band Cry, you have to watch Girls Band Cry. It is an
Why?
angsty girl entering her college years, and she doesn't want to follow what her parents told her to do. She wants to make her own path, and she has a terrible attitude. People rightfully do not get along with her. Part of this is from how she grew up and how she was raised, and she just kind of naturally doesn't have as many connections with other people because her family is very strict. She didn't have as many things to go out and socialize. So she doesn't communicate with people very well. And she also has a hard time expressing what she wants for herself because of, again, like family stuff. All of it can be traced back to how she grew up and like all these little quirks of her personality. I would say she is the reverse Bochi. Instead of being reserved, she is outgoing. But instead of being sympathetic, she is a little bit more. You get a little bit more angry with her because of how she acts, because she doesn't know how to. She never learned properly. Yeah, and she's pretty trusting, and she believes this girl when she says, "Oh yeah, that's a positive sign. This is what you do to thank people." And she uses it about 5 minutes later when they're getting ramen. She flips off the people that serve them, which is great. Yeah, she meets a person. Or was like, what was the blonde girl's name? Michael, do you remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, she meets her. She was inspired by her music to go to the city to play in a band or make music herself. And I talked about it a little before, but the blonde girl is like getting out of it. She's ready to move on. She's like, it didn't really work out for me. It's gonna be the end of it.
It's Momoka.
Momika, yeah. And then because of the convincing and passion that our main character displayed, she decides to give it another shot, to give it a go, and brings in the dark-haired girl into the band to try to actually start getting together and make music, because she actually really likes the main character's voice. She very much has a talent, and she starts pushing our main character to write down all of her angst, all of her emotions and feelings, and turn that into her music, to make songs for them to play. Yeah, and I think it's really fun. It is also
a fun way to do it.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I think it is some of the best 3D animation you'll see.
Mhm.
I think I would put it just below Trigun Stampede, but also considering it hasn't been able to get picked up for any streaming contracts, the guys working on it are doing an incredible job. They're doing such a good job. The characters are so full of energy. They're really fun to watch. It's hard to take your eyes off screen.
Nice.
Why?
And for anyone curious, that is a Fender either Jaguar or Jazzmaster. They're very, very similar guitars. So I can find an image with both.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
also like the music. That helps.
Veritox just brought up Anonymous Noise. None of you have seen that show. It is
Probably a Jazzmaster, but
it has the most insane cold open for the first episode. It is just the girl standing on a beach screaming la la la. That's that's it. It does that for like over a minute.
Night Vertex.
But we're
No.
talking about why I like the animation.
Were you?
I was asking Stu.
What?
Were you asking why I like the animation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's because it's very lively. It continually has very, very expressive faces. Because unlike a lot of shows that are pure CG that will stick to just the model, it does the thing that people kind of figured out. Was it Land of Lustrous the first one, you think? That had the 2D face
It would
plastered
be
over
Studio
top of their
Orange
3D?
If anybody, let's see.
I think Studio Orange were the people who
Was it
innovated that.
Land
I'm
of
not
Lustrous
entirely
was the
sure,
first
but
one they did, or
yeah, basically what they do is they have their model, but instead of having only CG, you can't be as expressive with that because you can't bend the model quite as much without it looking weird. So they draw 2D faces on top of their 3D models. So yeah, while they can
yeah,
be
that's
very
a different-
expressive by moving the 3D models a lot and having them constantly in motion, they can also draw the faces constantly in motion, have have more precise emotions. So it's a lot easier to understand what the character is thinking and feeling.
Yeah, I think that works really well.
Yeah, they've done a really good job with that. It feels like the people who are working on this are the same people who did the D4 DJ, I believe, because that was also a CG show with a similar animation
I
style.
love the D4 DJ theme song. I didn't even watch the rest of the show. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, if you like the way D4 DJ looked, like you could, I think people have probably seen clips of like the girl just like eating a bunch of food and then like nearly choking and just drinking milk and looking extremely satisfied after.
Speaking of CG, GoHands announced there's a 2025 show they're working on.
Go Hands. They just said
Yeah,
we're working
that's-
on
What are
a
they
show.
making?
They made
It's like they just announced
the
they're
girls
working
with
on
the
a show.
sunglasses, or the girl that forgot her sunglasses, or whatever that show was.
Girl
called.
who forgot her glasses.
Yeah,
They also did the cat anime. They did the cat show in the
cat
same
was a lot
season.
better.
the Monster for Cat or the Master for Cat. I actually
Mhm.
did
Yeah.
kind of like that.
That was
I
fun.
haven't finished it, but I do plan to finish it.
Yeah, they had those
But
funky
they did
camera
both.
angles.
Yeah, they did
So
both of those.
They announced they're working on a new show for next year.
They're just like,
didn't
yeah,
say
but
what
we're
it
doing
was.
something. Like,
Was Momentary Lily, I think it's called.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole thing for it. Okay, yeah. There we go.
Let's hope they
Alright.
can keep refining their style.
I like their camera angles. I hated it, but I actually it's their trademark, which I'm
They
fine
have
with now.
grown since Handshakers.
Oh God.
That was their the first show that I think I remember seeing of theirs, right?
Yeah, I watched a video essay on it. I think you suggested I watch the video on it.
Yeah, because I watched the
feel like
first
people
episode
really
of it, and I
trashed
was
that.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw up," because the
Yeah.
camera is just wild. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh no!"
It has a 42% on Annie list. Most
Yeah.
shows average like a 6. It is
Yeah.
so much below the
If you
average.
haven't seen the first episode of Handshakers, just get through the intro. It's like when people first made like a CG area and they were like, "Whoa, we can put our camera anywhere." And you know, like the intro to like Ocarina of Time, where like you're following first person with Navi and you're like flying through the world, and it's like, oh, it's kind of fun. It shows us that it's like a 3D area. It's like they're doing the same thing, but with our modern like tech. They're like, "Look what we can do!" And it was like, "Oh no!"
It looks like somebody took a normal show and they used AI to turn into 60 FPS. That's what it looks like.
I've heard it's not bad of a show. I could not. It honestly made me want to vom.
I
No,
don't think I can watch that.
I
It's
couldn't.
Crazy.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Is that a
But then their
challenge
new
I
stuff,
hear?
it's like, all right, I'm in. It's funny.
I'm not really a fan of like the default art style. It's very much similar to the one they have still going for the girl who forgot her glasses. I don't really like that style very much.
Oh, interesting. I think I'm okay with the style. It's just the guy needs to lay off on the camera. That's all.
Yeah, I mean the camera, yes, abhorrent, but also the style is something
Not
I'm
your
not
favorite.
interested in.
All right, what else is out of place here? So Jellyfish doing well, yay Doga. Kaiju at 7th
Yeah.
on this list is surprising, and that's moving up too over the last couple weeks.
It should
so-
be noted, Blue Archive is also not picked up for international streaming. I believe it does actually have one in Japan.
Interesting.
Wait,
Yeah, you have to sell the C's for Blue Archive. It's kind of hard to find.
Yes,
Mm.
Oh,
you cannot
shit.
get it on a Western streaming service. I do. I'm pretty sure it is on Japanese one though. That's what I.
Damn, I wish you didn't drop it.
That's wild that
I
Yostar
only like
is
the
behind
guns.
it and it doesn't have a
Yeah,
streaming.
because Yostar
service.
is really good at their international presence, but they just didn't get anybody to carry it.
Weird.
Maybe
I
can
feel
watch
like
it on
the
their
reason we're
website.
having more shows that's without a partner this season is because Crunchyroll capped out and High Dive just didn't have the money to pick up more shows. That's what it feels like because High Dive is very light, aren't they?
I've only had 2 this season, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
High Dive is like 3 shows, dude. It's.
But,
I mean,
like-
there's more Hulu shows than High Dive this season.
Hmm.
And there's no reason High Dive shouldn't be able to pick up Girls Band Cry because it's an incredible show.
Has anyone checked Amazon Prime for Blue Archive?
I didn't. I can check now because I have
It's
it.
it's just on a list I just googled, but I don't know if that's a real list or just one of those Google auto-populated lies.
It's on Prime because I just looked at it. Oh, I have to log in.
And let's see if you can
Mm.
actually watch it on there.
Yeah, is it on
Oh.
Prime? But then you have to rent it for some reason.
Yeah, let me
God,
see
I'm
if
fine.
I think you have to buy it.
Don't give your money to Bezos. Give it to Jeff Ma, so Ma can fight back against
I like
Xi
my
Jinping.
delivery.
How do I search Prime Video?
Well, first off, have an account.
I do.
That's the real
Shut up.
problem.
There's a thing
How-
to search.
It has a
Where?
little. It has a little
Are you using the phone
like
app?
ribbon on the top
There we
corner
go.
that says
Okay,
Prime.
yeah, that's why.
I do not see it.
Dipshit.
Angry much? 70
Nope.
times 7.
It doesn't
70
show up.
times
It
7.
is not there.
Only
There's
for
no Blue
Japan.
Archive.
Yeah, the Japanese Amazon website, you can watch it.
Oh, yeah, interesting. So
It's the only license.
you
in
still have the
Japan.
VPN just to make it. That's hilarious.
Prime Video
Well-
doesn't let you use VPN. They blocked basically all of mine. But
Interesting.
at least I assume they have. I've tried a couple different ones. And it's just not available.
Those are bastardos. Passion with their Spice and Wolf. We got that. Many sides of voice actor radio is pretty high on this list. I feel.
I've been enjoying it. This
I've
most
just-
recent episode today.
Yeah.
It had the resolution of the episode 3 plot twist. Like basically, the two voice actors get doxxed,
Yeah.
and so they're gonna that's a whole scandal, and they resolve it this episode. So I like it. It was a little. I don't think it would actually work out the way they did it in real life, but what do I know about the idol industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is BB? Is that a Japanese broadcasting network?
BB?
Yeah.
Netanyahu?
No, not that BB.
It's not
Billy
Billy. Billy is Chinese.
Oh, Billy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My apologies to our Chinese viewers.
You mean
We don't have any.
yeah? Who?
BB.
Yeah.
For Gemini.
Chinese viewer, watch me. I go eat dim sum.
Scroll up again. What was scroll up a couple? It was
Be
Spice Wolf. Yeah,
reviewed.
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Spice Wolf. I've liked it more in every episode I've watched.
More and more every episode.
Everyone was hyping the ears moving on Twitter.
Yeah, extremely cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Was there like a specific ear scene they were
Oh
going for?
yeah, you know it if you've seen it.
You know, if yeah,
It's about towards the middle of the episode,
Gotcha.
something like that.
I'll keep an eye on it.
I forgot.
Spontaneous wiggle.
my opinion on Catgirls may change.
Degenerate.
Girls
Not when
been
they're,
wow,
not when
very
they're
high.
learning about
Nice.
trade.
So I guess this list is full of people who pirate.
That's how I discovered Spice and Wolf. It was those
Girls Been Crazy at 15.
it was those libertarian Discord servers talking about money kept talking about Spice and Wolf. That's how I discovered it.
Don't be influenced by libertarians ever.
That's the true story. That's how I found out about it.
You gotta have a few libertarian friends.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody to make fun of.
Otherwise, like, who else are you gonna go steal stuff from when the end of the world comes?
You're not gonna violate the nap.
Oops. Take a nap. That's what I'm gonna do.
But who's
Hey.
gonna build the roads?
Brandon reviews. Some will hate this. ... But Spice and Wolf episode 5 respects the viewer. And then it trails off because
Did he
Why-
actually
why would
make that
people
his
hate
title?
that,
that's
though?
his title, but it trails off, and I'm not clicking on to see the full thing.
I
And
want
then
to do stuff that get me banned off YouTube.
I was watching it
thumbnail
today.
It's like Hollow crying, and it's haters will call this boring.
Yeah, he really likes the chilling level 2 show because
It's just intelligence. It's
Yeah.
just viewers'
just-
intelligence.
Mhm.
That's what the last word
Okay.
is.
Hold up. How to save everyone casually reveal the trick to the end of the world.
Episode 5! Exclamation mark? Question mark?
I hate this so much.
It's,
I hate
it's-
A.H. Brandon more than I hate any anime. That's very high.
Make sure you watch my Patreon of me watching the show. No thanks, dude.
Writing is actually peak. Eyeballs emoji. Straight out of John Wick. Episode 4 on Yozakura.
I don't think the writing is the high point for Seventh Prince.
No, I watch it for him just doing that magical combinations. I
The
give a
spells.
shit about the
Spells
girls.
are very
Yeah.
fun.
I love the spell animations. Combining 2 different trees. You get that on a couple shows. I think Rudy tries that too, by the way.
Yeah.
But I love how he does that. That's why I like it.
I mean,
Yeah, just go away, you stupid girls. I want to learn more magic shit.
no. I
on
was gonna
board.
say the whole show is fan service in 2 different ways. That's what the show is.
Yeah.
Fan service is temporary.
No,
Salvation is-
no. The spells I would also call fan service. Honestly, the
And
way
the-
they do them.
And the little demon is cute. I like that character too.
I love his interactions with the other demon they beat in episode 5. It's just like, I'm not gonna say anything because
Yeah.
I can't help you here, man. The kid beat me too. You're not gonna win this.
Spy Family Code White was very fun.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to review that last week. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
it too. It was good.
Um,
I thought it
I-
was only in Japan. Until I saw that you were saying you I think you and Veritex saw it.
yeah, I think Veritex saw it like 2 days before me. I
was like,
saw
"Oh,
it
okay, it's-
last Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really well played out because usually what happens when you're watching like an episode of Spy Family is it's following like maybe half the episode will follow one family member, the other half will follow the next, and you sort of end up like seeing like just their day, and then it's Anya's day, and then it's yours day, and then Bond has an adventure, and you kind of go through this thing. And so having a full-length movie where you have an overarching plot that we're trying to get through, and the way that the show bounced from following Lloyd around to Anya around to Yor and what is she dealing with, and having all of their stories sort of intertwine was like a level of storytelling that I don't think I've really gotten from the series ever. And like I would highly recommend you watch this movie.
Yes.
Just to see the way that the writers are like, yeah, we do understand how to intertwine all of these rather than just doing segmented stuff the way we normally do. I was really impressed with the whole thing.
I like that format. Give us a season 1 year, a movie the next year, back to a season the next year.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't actually have any problem with more segmented, more episodic kind of stuff. Of course, they kind of moved away from that with the whole ship taking up 8 episodes of second season of Spy Family.
Yeah.
They did that. But also, don't go on Twitter because then you'll see opinions from the people of trash taste, particularly Connor, where
Does he
he
not
said, you know, Spy Family, it's like they just tell Yor to get back in the kitchen. She doesn't do anything.
What do you mean she does? Oh, I'm not gonna spoil. No.
she has such a fun
She had
like arc in
8
this entire movie.
episodes in season 2. She had 8 episodes focused
There's a
on
ton
her.
of stuff
What
she
are they
does in the
talking
manga.
about?
Yeah, I don't know what's guy. I don't think he watched the show.
He-
And in the movie, like it's so much fun. Like the whole like her getting into the kitchen is the joke because she's bad at it. They want her not in the kitchen. Like
I hate Connor. I actually hate him now. It's like he just says so much stuff that is completely untrue.
Is that a YouTuber?
Yes.
Sea Dog
Sea-Dog
VA.
VA.
Sea Dog.
He is on.
VA.
He's
Yeah,
part of
Sea-Dog
Trash
VA.
Taste with Joey.
I saw G Flyer. What's that guy? He's got like 8 million. He
Giga-
just put the
Oh,
spring,
that's a punchable face.
spring tier. Yeah, no, not him.
Wait till it
The-
talks in Britain.
Also, he's British, so he kind of talks like this.
he does talk like that.
He put the spring anime list to watch today. I saw it. I didn't click on it.
Good.
He's got that Blaine pose where he cocks his head
What's his
to
name?
the side.
Is it Giga?
Yeah, Giga. Yeah, Giga. Giga.
Yeah, Giga.
It,
I
it-
like
it
Giga.
turns
I
it, turns it
actually
slightly
watches what
the
he
I
other
talks
think
about.
he's the one I looked up for Akame. I think. Is the name.
same person. Corporate trying to have me find the
I'm
It's
always ready to
literally
disappear
me.
into a
You
crowd.
can't.
I can go instigate some violence at a BLM protest and then just disappear.
I would probably be able to tell the difference between specifically you and Connor, but if you got like 5 other people there, I would lose you.
Just like milling about. It's kind of like cows. Like you're like, man, how is a cow any kind of, or like a zebra? How does that work for camouflage? And then you see me and you're like, oh, I get it. How's the May Day riot over in Seattle? How are we doing? Are we keeping it together?
Well,
3
you're
hours
not in
ago.
Seattle, so you're good.
Is it underwater yet?
No, not. I don't think so.
Damn.
Seattle's very hilly. It's not really going to end up underwater.
Yeah, how's it get underwater over there?
Well, so the reason it would get underwater is because all of the waterfront in Seattle is actually just silt that was put there when we flattened Cap Hill and like just threw all the dirt into the water to build like more city area.
Yeah.
So if the seawall fails, like the whole thing could kind of like slide down into the water, but it's
One
been
can only hope.
100
Oh yeah,
years.
there could be a horrible disaster in Seattle, but in terms of like the sea rising, that's probably not going to be it. That's probably
Oh,
not going to be what does it.
Well,
I know
no, you're not-
Manhattan's like that because we saw that with Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, no one's worried about the sea rising. Everyone needs to be worried about chemtrails.
Look,
Trails that cause the sea to rise.
the blood of
Please do.
Christ cleanses of all sin.
What a good guy.
Way to go, dude. Look, the Seattle area May Day demonstrations, over 100 people gathered at Westlake Park for the annual May Day demonstration in March. Weak. These
Over
things used to be
100?
thousands strong, smashing buildings.
Okay,
Now
you
get
gotta
100
give.
people.
Wait, hold on.
You gotta let them go. They're too busy protesting at campus right now. Okay.
Scroll back up to the Jesus poster.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
down
today's
here.
supposed to be.
Is this supposed to be anti-Semitic language?
They are pro-Palestinian on the other
Is
side
this-
there.
is this anti-Israel?
It's supposed to be the Mustache Man anniversary day, right? Or is that yesterday?
Is it Mustache Man or is it Stalin or something like that? Because
Yeah,
we
Mustache
always
Man.
have a May Day riot like every year, but the past like 3 years it just like never been it's not gotten very big. But I remember when I was a kid, it was like don't go to Seattle because they were rolling out the like the sheriff had a striker and they would roll it out and they were just dumping tear gas down alleys.
Man,
Well, don't forget to buy
that should
some
be
black
every day in
beans.
Seattle. Is it Chaz yet?
No, it's not.
No, you're thinking of
Chaz again
Chop.
in a while.
No, they're not there yet. Not far enough.
Ready to birth.
They don't have any warlords in there yet, so it's not.
Did they
happening.
have a spokesperson like that? What was that the one in New York?
In Seattle? Not that I know of.
They had like a spokes lady. Oh, she was incredible.
That was
Re-
pretty funny. I saw the clips of that.
Yeah.
Base Florida,
Reincarnated
University
into-
of Florida says if you're caught doing it after we've told you to disperse, you'll be caught. If you're a student, you'll be charged with trespassing. If you're an employee, you will be terminated immediately.
Ooh. This is Colombia.
reincarnated into the inner city so I can become a warlord.
I mean, all you have to do is show up and be stronger than everyone else.
Yeah, physically stronger. That's all it takes.
Well, it just takes like, few guys properly armed and now you're in charge. Like most
Yeah.
people follow rules and instructions when someone who's like a little more imposing just says, "This is what we're going to do now."
I wish I was taller.
You don't
All
even
right,
talk-
guys. The warlord
You're
shows
right,
up in
Steve.
Seattle. All right, guys. Have you ever seen The Watchmen?
You
We're
don't
gonna
have
do
to be
that.
taller. You just have to find someone tall that you can ride on top of.
And the comedian in that movie is my hero.
I just need to find a guy like Brandon Herrera who I could
What's
sit
the-
on top of.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That'll be good.
If you're standing next to Brandon Herrera, you look like what's his face from Yu Yu Hakusho. What is the little brother's name that sits on Toguro? Oh, just Elder Toguro. Okay, thanks, internet. Stupid name. like this. You just hang out on his shoulder.
Oh, that's not a girl.
No, that's his
No.
older brother.
Yeah, never seen it, but that makes sense.
Oh, he was. Do you like him in the live action, Blaine?
I liked his
did?
his
Okay.
character quite a
Alright.
Seen
bit.
the live
but
action yet?
Yeah. I was
There's
like,
some goofiness with like the
Yeah.
CG, but I was kind of expecting that. But I think the guy pulls it off pretty
Yes.
well. Like,
Yes.
I'm like, whoa, you're so freaky. Why?
That
Go
dude
away.
is 70 years old.
The little guy?
No, it says they're both 70 years old.
Yeah, they're twins.
Yeah, damn.
They're pretty cool. But yeah, that's all you need to do. You just need to find someone big to be around you.
Yeah.
Or
That,
well-armed
that's
to
that
be-
really is the answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happens if I'm the big guy?
Oh, they mean
Well, then you don't
big,
need another
muscular,
guy.
not big fat.
Good dad bod shamed.
Oh, I'm not ashamed of it. Means I'm married with kids, and I'm over 6 feet, so I'm not a manlet.
Yep, Blaine, king of the manlets.
I am king of the man.
What? Are you 5'11"?
You know it.
oh, this is the OBL died today. That's May 1st. Now I remember now.
All the other
OBL.
manlets look up to me.
Yeah. It's live.
Who's OBL?
That's
Osama.
a dad joke.
Oh, okay.
Goes along with my dad pod.
Okay.
Training into the world. Condition called Lube.
Training into the
Go-Go
world?
Solo.
I still pause because they talk so fast. There's like
Really?
5 girls talking at once.
Oh yeah, they
It's-
talk very fast.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it one
rough.
of those where it gives you the wall of text? And you're
No,
like,
but
"God, I
it-
can't see.
They
No,
pull
it
it off
just-
like
it
a
just-
comedy routine.
Yeah, it transitions really quick to the next sentence.
Yeah, they
okay.
talk very quickly. It's fun.
But other than that, yeah, it's great. I'm really enjoying it.
Although it is not an action anime, it doesn't have the chops to be an action anime, even when it tries.
Mm.
It's not even like a poor quality animation. It's like the actual direction is confusing. And I was like, what are they trying to convey here? There was like some weird sequences in episode 5. I like the setting a lot, though. It's fun.
Condition
Was it
called
like
love.
obviously weird where like someone's like going to the left, but then in like the next scene they obviously went right, or like just the whole thing is just kind of wacky?
Like the whole action sequence, like I don't remember what portion of the episode it was, but basically the girls are fighting this other guy who's also a midget because they're in Shrunken Town, and this midget guy took over because he was the only person that was normal size because
King
he's
of the
from a
Man,
different city.
if you
Yeah,
would.
Mhm.
yeah. Yaru was fighting him, and it was just like confusing what exactly was going on. Like stuff didn't seem to connect right. It's like the direction was not good at
He
all.
hurt him, is what I
Yeah.
took from it.
Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
not hurt, and he is now hurt.
I thought the mushroom episode was really good, but
Yes.
that episode, yeah, bit off.
Fuck you, mushroom.
Mission Yozakazura, pum pum pum. Seventh Prince. This one's still fun.
Yes,
Yeah, I think Seven Prince is really good. It's one of my better shows.
definitely.
What does Sea Dog think about it?
He doesn't have an opinion. He doesn't even know it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw he did a
Sea
clip
Dog
on it.
VA literally doesn't watch anime. This dude doesn't watch anime at all. He watched
he'll
like,
have
My
video
Killer
on it.
movie.
He'll make a miss. He'll make a list of shows to watch, though, right? And tell
Does
you to
he?
watch it.
I don't know if Sea Dog does.
I
But
don't think he's that-
Giguk does because
Yeah, he did
Giguk-
that. I was like, you didn't even watch this. You're reading
I'm
the
pretty
damn
sure
summary.
Giguk watches most of the. Oh yeah, I remember the one Giguk video where he is literally just watching trailers and.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
the one
if
I
he's
was
sure or
talking
not.
about.
That is
Oh,
kind of
that
funny.
Sounds like anime.
That's
man.
what we did. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he even talks about anime outside of Trash Taste.
Basement had a video too recently. Somehow it showed up in my related.
You don't have
What's
to
next for
watch
me
it.
was sad
I don't watch
face.
it. I just see it.
Why does he
when
have
I'm,
sad face on?
Don't.
He's
don't.
gonna be a streamer more. I mean, that's what he's been doing.
Is that what he's been doing?
He's basically a discount Hassan.
I don't even have a live button. to click.
No, he streams on Twitch.
Oh, and 7 more links apparently.
Yeah.
He does the Markiplier thing where I'm going to create a second channel with my friend where we film videos daily for a year. And at the end of it, we're going to fight each other on live stream to the death,
And then delete it.
and then delete it once one of us dies.
That is a mark. Yeah.
Obviously, Markiplier won because he has superior genetics.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they
clearly.
both lived in that case, but I also haven't seen the other guy around.
I was listening to the Wendigoon interviewing the guy that made the Faith game.
Yeah.
And the guy that made the Faith game apparently met Markiplier like on set doing a thing. Like he was involved with some movie that Markiplier was doing, and he's like, Markiplier walks up and he's just like, "Well, hey, I think you're the guy that made Faith. Like that's pretty cool." And he's like, "Bro, just talks like that. That's just his voice.
Yeah.
He's not putting on a tone." I'm like, "No, it's got to be like a radio voice."
No,
Oh, maybe it just got stuck that way.
it's really
I'm
weird.
Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
It's so funny.
Yeah. And I watched Markiplier a lot from when I was a kid, and it's like, yeah, that's very much just his voice because he always sounds like that.
Yeah, even on his drunk streams.
In any, as I say, in any video you'll ever see him, he sounds exactly the same.
It's true. I love that Misfit is still going on.
I saw the video about the CGI. Apparently, it's the worst in anime ever.
In Misfit?
Yeah,
Really?
there's like a monster attack, and it looks like back when I was in high school type of 3D graphics.
I'm not watching the new season, but it is
That's
good.
it right there. That's it. It's
That sucks. Oh my goodness. That's bad, like 2002 bad. That's like Linkin Park music video bad.
That's so
But those were good.
funny.
Yeah, that looks like the exact same dragon
98.
that's in the instant death ability show.
That looks like the show Reboot.
For everyone that's too young, Reboot was a show where they were in mainframe computer stuff.
And that's older than I am, but I still know
Low
what it
key,
is
very
'cause it's
good show
came from
though.
me.
By the way.
Reboot was good.
Just that looks like the dude with the beak and the snake tail.
This is Coco Melon bad.
This is wild. What's so weird about it is that there is like some sort of shading engine because they were like, well, just put a bunch of texture on it so it looks like a dragon. So you got all this texture, and then there's like shading so that it just kind of looks all pockmarked, like you got an acne riddled dragon over here. But why
Look
didn't
at
they
the
just like make the
horns.
whole thing shadowed and dark so we can't see how bad it is?
The horns are too big for their heads. What is going on here?
It's a monster.
Don't try
hunter
to reason
horns.
with it. It's not going to be good.
Oh my goodness.
It's
This
Is
is
it-
Chi-Com level fuckery right here.
It's like here's what they were looking at while they were trying to draw. They're like right here. This is what they wanted to do. Was they wanted to make a Diabolos from Monster Hunter. But they didn't. They made that.
Like I said, Reboot. It's supposed to be a
Good.
video game.
Bad. Great show. You're only saying that because it's Canadian.
Mhm.
What, Reboot?
Isn't it?
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's good. So it probably isn't Canadian.
We need Pop's
I'm
opinion
pretty
on
sure it is
Dragon Quest.
Canadian. Yeah. And let's
Canadian
check.
animated TV series originally aired on YTV.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that Cananimation?
That's Caname.
Canime.
3D Caname. I'm understanding why Bartender's so low, but I really do like the whole aspect of him talking through why he does what he does, figuring out what his customers need. This back and forth between him wanting to make the perfect cocktail for the client and the other guy that's just making the perfect cocktail is
I really
a
like
really
the-
fun
Yeah.
dynamic.
I really
Yeah.
like the conflict between that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
finally
'cause-
watched all 4 episodes today. I like this show. I like how he mixes it. So that's why I watch it.
Oh yeah, and it's fun to watch. Like it's well done. Like when they're just stirring, but
That whole
you're
temperature thing
like
is real.
you're
That
like,
is
how do you
that's a
bring
real deal.
like conflict into I'm making people drinks that isn't like businesses going under or something like that, and just the idea that there's other bartenders out there that we're sort of like having to bounce against, and even the like the rock star bartender at the music bar, and she just makes she makes the martinis, and they're like, "Well, this is a completely different martini. What? How do you make it do that?" Like everyone's all excited about it. Like it's just a very very fun way to
Yeah.
introduce like tension or conflict without it being just this constant like
Yeah.
make me something that I want. Like it's so fun. Has anybody watched the first episode of the original yet?
No.
No.
Okay. I'll wait for someone to do that, but yeah, it is wildly better.
Yeah,
Quite the
I
difference
would
when
say
you
on
do a gin
bar.
martini.
I was gonna say on bartender, I do like the fact that, yeah, he's not perfect. He is very good at his job, but there's still things he needs to grow on. And being able to
yes.
do both styles is what will make him the perfect bartender. Being able to
Don't-
do both when the situation requires.
I don't like his attitude on customers though, man. He's kind of an asshole, and I don't have bartenders that do that to me like that.
What do you mean, the perfect bartender guy?
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. He's. Oh, I didn't watch the 5th episode, but yeah, he's tough. He's much of a. I don't know. He's an asshole, but he's realistic. He's not gonna like kiss your ass while he's steering a cup for you.
You're talking about Mr. Perfect?
Mr.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Glass
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
whatever.
It reminds me of Whiplash and J.K. Simmons' character in that, Fletcher. It's not really the same thing, no, but I think about that in a similar light.
Yeah, I'm not going to him.
They're seeking perfection. Nothing
Mhm.
else actually matters. They don't care who else likes it. They want it to be perfect in their eyes.
Yeah, he's not my divorce settlement guy
Yeah.
to talk to.
Because honestly, even if something is perfect, it doesn't really mean that everybody's gonna like it or you have to like it. It's just
exactly.
this is the utmost perfection of what this is. This is just like a specific cocktail to the nth degree. This is the most refined it can be.
Yeah, it's like on that one end where you get to like the Salt Bay restaurant where they're like, we're wrapping it in gold and blah blah blah, and you're like, okay, but like, does it taste good? Versus something that's being made like for people's taste, and that, I don't know. I have had bartenders though that are like, this is how we make it. You better be okay with it because you don't get to order a second.
Yeah.
But I've only run in. Well, have I run into that here? Because I've run into that in Japan, where there's little like warnings on the menu that are like, the cocktail is the cocktail, and if you don't like it, you still pay for it. And you're
Oh, I
like,
gotta add that to the list.
like, that's wild.
I mean, yeah, that's how it should be.
And
That's how
Really-
it should be. What? No, you
there
should like
there
what you
is
drink.
a lot. There's a line between. It's like there are people who will abuse that, and it's just like you have to kick those people out because they're just like trying to get free drinks, but usually not at the detriment of all customers that just might not really like the drink.
I don't know if I'm stupid and order a bad drink that I don't like.
You
That's
got one
on
of
me.
those two covered.
I think there is a room for service to like extra going above and delivering better service than maybe should be expected or guaranteed.
Most of what you're paying the bar
Yeah, how much is it
for
now?
is just the existence of the bar to be there. So when you buy a drink, they can pour you 3 or 4 drinks before they're like, all right, now you're cutting into it a little bit. Because like when you go in, you're like, oh, this cocktail's $18. Like,
Yeah, has inflation hit the cocktails?
oh, for sure. For sure. It's
Okay.
been that way for a long time. But cocktail inflation's even weirder because like chartreuse is unobtainable right now. So like anything that uses chartreuse, you're paying way too much for it because they can't replace those bottles. So just stop ordering those drinks. But when you do order a drink, like when you order a cocktail and it's like $18 and you try it, you're like, nah, I don't really like that. they're gonna throw out that like $1 of alcohol and pour you another $1 of alcohol because the rest of what you've paid them is paying for the license and the person who's making it and all that other stuff. So if they do it again real quick, like it's not really that big of a hit. So you can get, be willing to say this is gross. Can you fix it? And just ask them to fix it, and they'll do what they can for you. But if you're like, I'm not drinking this, then you're the asshole. But if you're like, can you help me?
I need tonic water in this.
Just give and
now.
take.
Yeah.
That's just like it's a
Bring
service
me a
industry.
gallon of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you could do Coke. I've seen Coke mixed with.
You
Vodka.
need to.
You just dump a martini into a 2
Yeah.
liter of Coke.
You need to
That's better.
shake cumin onto the top of this.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like sometimes it can just be a messed up drink. It could just be that.
Yeah.
What's
And-
with salad bowl?
Didn't like it.
What's
Well,
it about?
They didn't focus on the main characters. They focused on
So,
her
yeah,
night for like 2
so-
episodes.
Alex, 2 girls come from another world, and they're
Okay.
separated, but they find each other pretty quickly, and they're both like trying to live their own lives now.
So this is like a isekai.
Reverse
Reverse.
isekai.
Okay. Well,
So
that
yeah,
kind of.
that girl in the front has magic powers, and she meets up with a detective, a private investigator. They're living together now, and we don't focus on them much. We focus on her knight, who is homeless.
Is this a one-core show?
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
Oh, I
a
don't want some
comedy.
side character arcs.
It's a comedy, and I didn't find it very funny.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like okay, but it's like I don't care about. I want to focus more on the detective stuff, using
Instead of
her
about
magic
women.
powers to solve
Yeah.
mysteries and stuff.
I want to
And
get
we
an
didn't-
isekai
we
cop
didn't do
stuff.
that.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Mhm.
Because we focused on this other girl who I guess she has healing
Or
magic,
reverse
but she doesn't really have magic outside of that paladin type, And she just like runs up on this cult. It's just like a multi-level marketing scheme cult where they're like, okay, so here's what you do. You just gotta get more people to join in, and then we'll give you these cult bucks that you can spend here, and we'll take your money for cult in exchange for cult bucks that you can use in our cult.
It's like
It's like that
Gashman.
whole thing. Yeah.
Cultish.
Oh,
And she's
dude,
involved in that, and it's just,
Blaine,
like,
I
the
finally
whole
awakened the
episode.
furry in Mahjong Soul.
Oh, you did it.
Yep.
Are they less chunky?
Nah.
More.
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 No, it's the same.
Whoa, look at this wild. Oh, I'm a cool guy. Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the cool guy.
Whoa.
Angry Canadian has an animated background.
What's
It's
the
like
one on the left?
Halo.
If you don't know what it is on the left, then that's your problem.
All right, dickwad. I'm
I
gonna.
don't
No.
recognize that either.
I'm gonna image
Not my
search it
left, your
now.
left. Obviously, I know what the one on my left is.
I was just
yeah.
checking to make sure you know which one I'd point.
I see Zelda and Halo. I don't know what the weird bat symbols are.
Well, let's see how quickly Blaine can find it.
Oh, I already know.
See, Alex is the real one.
I'm just gonna let Blaine figure it out.
How do you already know?
I'm just gonna let you guys answer it for me. Let's make sure you guys know. I can't tell you clearly because I would spoil it.
I'm just gonna assume it's some gay Sonic furry.
It better not be.
You
Sonic.
must be mistaking me for Leon then.
Is this Sonic
No,
2?
I think I'm gonna be right.
No, it's yeah. I know. Never mind.
Is it Sonic 2, Alex?
Is it?
It's
a
not
furry
Sonic
thing?
2. It's a game.
That was from some
Bionicle.
shitty anime.
Oh,
There you go.
Bionicle.
There you go.
Okay, so it is from a shitty
Bionicle?
What up, pop culture?
I
Lame.
should have known.
Bionicle's only good in memes.
I was like, there's only. I was literally telling my buddy like everything I knew about you. Everything. I was like, yeah, he's into like Legos.
Yeah.
Bionicle specifically. Like I literally said that. I should have.
That's
remembered.
funny.
Yeah, you gotta catch the streams, Blaine.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know?
actually care about. I don't care about Bionicle at all.
I do. I do have to watch more live streams. I feel like I'm always coming across past streams. I'm never coming across live streams.
Yeah, I've been
Less
catching those
Bionicle,
intro
more
streams.
medieval
Okay,
Lego,
so
more space Lego.
you want to come on, Angry Canadian? You want to tell us about the worst show I've probably heard this season?
No, he means the best show.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, which
odds
is
are
it?
Toronto doesn't like it.
Which is
Playing a numbers game here.
it?
So Blaine recommended. I don't remember the English name of
Aw.
it. Ring Kingdom.
Green Kingdom.
Oh,
Are you talking about the
oh,
marriage show?
from last season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's a better show out there, I think. I mean, I like it, but
Yeah, there are a lot. Yeah.
it doesn't really hit home like Freerin is right now.
Oh, Freeman.
Serranos hates that one.
What do you mean? I hate Freerin.
Yeah, Serrano's dropped Freeman.
I'm gonna fucking.
I know. I
kill
was
you.
trying to.
I was
to
gonna
get at
say,
it.
wait, that's not the conversation I
Alex,
had with him.
You're getting
He's
very
right
close
though.
to being
It
called
is the worst show of the season, isn't it, Serrano?
Oh, that show.
Yeah, that ring show. Yeah, that sucks. You're right, Stu.
That's what you predicted it.
But what?
I know I'm late to
Is that
the
what you
party,
love to talk
so.
about? Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Like I'm still catching up because I think they finished whatever season it is right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Done.
You've got about 2 seasons of manga material to cover. That
okay.
they intend to give us more seasons. I think they hinted at it or something.
Yeah, I just I mean I don't watch a whole lot of anime, but when I do, I usually get
You like to
hooked
fall
pretty
asleep
pretty
watching?
easily. No, because otherwise I don't remember what I watched. But no, it's been an amazing journey watching it. As far as like I don't know the story goes, the story it is what it is. It's more about the message that's in the
I
anime
can't-
itself.
There's
Autism
there's
awareness?
there's a message.
Women can't.
People
be
think it's
trusted.
that, but it kind of changes. I can't kind of spoil.
Okay, well I'll wait then. But,
But the
so far, what
adapta-
I
The,
Oh.
this is the best adaptation, not one for one, I've ever seen so far.
well I'm very curious to read the manga now. I'll have
Yeah.
to look into that.
There's extra scenes, but it makes it better. It's fantastic. I was on Discord. There's one. You didn't finish it yet, but there's like one of the final episodes. There's a fantastic camera view of a character, and it's like far superior than the manga. And it's a great shot. It's just things like that. It just improves.
Yeah.
Why I love that show.
I like
No.
how they took the show The Good Doctor and put it in a fantasy setting.
I don't even know if you can really equate it to that.
I mean,
No, but I wanted
with
to come
enough
in here.
work, anyone can make a comparison video on YouTube.
Just I
I'm a-
heard that somebody dropped it after like 2.5 episodes, which is insane. I don't know
Yeah,
how you would
that's
drop it
crazy.
after 2.5 episodes.
Yeah, it's almost like I should have dropped it after 2.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
get
give it
halfway
2
through the
episodes.
eternity
I,
that is an
I dropped
episode.
it after an episode and a half.
I think
So,
I
yeah,
was
you're
crying
wrong, angry.
I think I cried 16 straight episodes. It was so fucking.
Yeah, you and me, Alex.
Dude,
you and me.
I hit it. Just there's only a few shows. Is Freeman the
The only good anime.
the other one because it hit my military reference. You know the
Tanya
whole
of Evil?
representation. Yeah, Tanya. No,
Yeah.
not Tanya.
Not the
Gate?
Nazi witch.
No, it's the girl with the mechanical arms.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh,
letter episode.
Violet
Violet.
Evergarden.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
never
letter
mind.
episode. I was crying. If you've seen that episode,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh no, yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I was fucking crying.
Why?
'Cause I've actually,
Are you
because I knew
crying?
somebody in real life that did that, and it hit me. It really like I'm actually getting upset now thinking about it.
Stu, it's more like
That
PTSD.
episode it was so yeah, it hit
It's,
me
it's
pretty
an
hard.
okay cry.
Yeah,
Yeah, Violet Evergarden is like another level of just deep emotional impact for the little stories that are happening in that show.
Would you say
And
it's
I-
emotionally abusive?
I'm
Uh,
mad.
I'm just saying that show is very slow, and I like Tolkien's The Silmarillion.
You know, they
Yeah.
would make
that's saying a lot then.
they would
I'm
make
just
the,
saying, that's like
I'm
I
kinda-
enjoy slow things, and this
Yeah.
one was just painful.
If I were to do some time travel, I would remind my teenage self to watch Evangelion so I could see how it is as a teenager.
Oh, dude. That's
'Cause
okay.
It
I
was
think
weird as a
everyone's doing that
teenager.
now. They're rewatching it like 20 years later and reviewing it.
But you watch it as a teenager, you're watching it for the tits. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also watching it for trying to figure out, like, man, this kid can't make friends either. So maybe I am normal.
It hits
maybe,
home.
maybe the Hedgehog's Dilemma just helps you cope with life, Stu. Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not all about, hey, Shinji, do you want to be one with me? And I'm like, hell yeah, Mama Masato. Yeah, I do.
What's he gonna do in the hospital?
Oh, that's not even the best.
Oh, he's going there to pay his respects. Okay.
There's
The first,
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
introduction. Look, the introduction of Asuka on the carrier, because the whole thing is like, what? And you didn't. I mean, you don't actually see anything, but it for a brief moment, you're like, oh, here it comes.
Oh, you know.
Some of us weren't teenagers when Ava come out. It's all right, Pop. You can pretend. You're just like, maybe I'm normal.
Hey, look, Pop. If it makes you feel any better, Michael wasn't a teenager when it came out either.
Yeah, my watch has one.
He wasn't born yet.
I've never watched Ava at all.
Well, you're too late because you're not a teenager
Yep,
anymore.
I'm not a teenager anymore. I missed the boat.
It's true gatekeeping at work. Finally,
I like that they did the black guys surrounding the girl in the white chair thing for the gay show cover.
Wasn't Leon reviewing the gay show this year?
I don't think Leon's watched any anime.
Oh, he's busy. I kind of want to see what is this whole BL crap.
Yeah, don't.
I've
Why?
always had BL characters.
why do you
I've never
really
because
want
I never
to?
did. I've
You
never
could just watch it yourself.
Yeah,
So-
I'll take a look.
But then
Why
it feels
don't
guilty
you
watching
watch it and you report back to us to tell us what happens?
Okay,
You take the
should
dive,
watch
Alex.
Black Butler if you're interested in that shit.
I am actually watching that, but I don't. There's nothing weird. It's just every episode is
Now,
I'm going to go kick somebody else's butt
no.
and
Now
tell
you
you how awesome
that's
What was
only
that
I'm
part
other
one. That's only
But,
part one. The
oh, really?
next part
Okay.
is creating a Tumblr account.
Oh, all right. Because yeah, it's just like it's like a
He said
regular
yes.
villain of the week show.
was Banana Fish actually BL, or was it just like two bros who were
I
detectives
think
together?
When I watched about half of it, there wasn't actually any gayness between them, but there was a lot of tension.
Look, I've seen those covers pop. It looks pretty gay to me.
It was pretty gay.
Oh, what's the one with the girl? Everyone's an animal. That had some BL stuff.
Beastars?
No, it was
BNA?
BL until you figured that character was actually a
Brand new animal
woman.
DNA. Yeah.
No, it's
Um,
everyone's morphing out animals. I actually finally finished watching like 2 seasons of it.
Animorphs.
No, it had a remake recently.
What?
I'm looking it up.
Oh, I know. I think I know which one you're talking about. Like
Your
they
descriptions
look
are
like
remarkably
Disney furries, right?
Sorry.
It's all right. I'll figure it out. Fruits Basket.
Yes, there
Okay.
was the one that's always the first version, the one from 2000.
Yeah.
You didn't know that character was a woman until like the second season. The one that's
True.
always bullying the other guy. Yeah, you can tell. You can think you will probably think it's BL stuff until like the second season. Like, no, I'm a chick.
It's kind of like is the vampire one? Is it like a secret that it's a chick?
yes.
Okay.
Well, his creator said,
dude, he thinks he's fucking gay for that dude.
yeah, but then his creator said like you better fall in love with a woman, not some man. I'm like,
No,
damn.
he doesn't say that.
Yeah, he does. Like the second episode, he's like,
No, he
you
doesn't
need to
say.
fall in love with a woman for your
He doesn't say a
powers.
woman. He does not say a woman.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sounds like
Fight,
Sounds like I don't believe you.
Looking for the receipt.
fight,
Throw down.
Looking it up.
bro down.
Throw some quotes at him. Put him in his place.
What, bro?
Banished hero.
There it is.
Vampire
Yeah,
one.
vampire.
There it is.
So are you gonna finish off the waifu list?
Dude, it was Okay,
Yeah,
obviously everyone knew it was a girl going in, but like when she took off the wig, because why would she have long hair underneath a wig and not just have short hair? Of course she has a fucking wig, and then
Yeah.
also like undoes the bandages around her, and you just see giant tits with long hair. It was weird.
in Vampire Dormitory.
In Vampire Dormitory.
Yeah, she kind of like confessed to him, like, I'm a chick under this,
Oh,
and he's like, oh, just be a boy.
that did that happen?
Yeah, it's the reason they did the typical bathing in Japan. They love their fucking baths. And she was like, I'm gonna take this off. I'm a chick. I'm hiding. I got the whole thing on my chest. He's like, I just like you as that. I'm like, oh, this show is weird.
I didn't watch past episode 1.
Oh, this show is
Alex might be gay.
it's a gay show.
It's about vampires, so it probably is.
Yeah, it's vampires.
It's about a
Yeah,
vampire who
anything
found a chick that
vampire-wise
he
is
wants to
gay.
pretend is a boy.
I mean, Shiki isn't gay.
Did the fable fall off or something? Like, I thought the first episode was really fun.
It
Yeah, I don't
actually
think it,
was
I don't
very
think it really
fun.
falls off. I don't think it falls off.
Last
No,
episode was
it's-
very fun, but the main character, I don't like him at all.
I don't like him too. It's just like when he
And I
starts. in the
talked about. I
first
think it's
season-
just like a specific type of humor that a lot of people just don't care about.
Yeah, I just want
Gotcha.
to see him kill people.
Dude, with that entire sequence with the
Is that
sister
the point
being
is that he
drunk,
doesn't?
I
Yes,
love.
I love that.
I
love
love
that
his
sequence.
sister. Yeah.
I had a friend that did that all the time at the bars. Oh, look at you! You could do. Oh, couldn't even get 3 drinks. Oh,
And
Yeah,
she's
the
just
big-
like squeeing over all of it. It's just
yes, I love that
hilarious.
scene.
Mhm.
I didn't really care about the rest of the episode though. I really liked her stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm actually not that concerned about the middle manager dude.
Okay. All right. What are we moving here?
caterpillar eyes.
Who has to go up?
Girls band cry girl, Momoka. Move her up one.
Oh, bartender's got to get up here.
Agreed.
This is a good bartender.
Was she in the latest episode?
Yeah, she's the tomboy
she was in
bartender.
the third episode, I
Okay,
think.
yeah, I saw her.
Yeah,
last
she
episode.
is in the latest one too.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
the
good.
music bartender. And then Kyoko's in it. Ooh, Kyoko is in an interesting place. She's constantly having that like I give up mentality, but then as soon as she's done like talking, she's like, I'm not giving up and I'm gonna be better. So like I like the ending attitude and I hate the starting attitude. So I'm just gonna go into B. I'll put her here
I
so you can
like
see that she
Yoko
exists.
from the Fable. She doesn't move up though.
She's been to multiple bars too to get multiple opinions on how to make things. She should be learning this since she's a rookie or whatever. And
Right.
she's sitting there being butthurt still. Like, here, you're getting experience from other experienced bartenders. You should fucking take some notes.
I think Tao from Seventh Prince is better than Silpha from Seventh Prince.
I like Tao.
Mira.
You like Tao?
She's determined. She's a good fighter. She isn't in love with a third grader.
True. She's not attracted to a child.
That does help.
But that could change if she discovers that she's
yeah,
in love
eventually that
with
kid
a
will
child.
grow up.
It will change probably sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Girls band. I got Rupa and Subaru.
I can't see them. They're off the screen.
Oh, I got Rupa.
She has not
They
shown up.
haven't appeared yet. They haven't appeared yet.
What about Tomo?
Neither.
Yeah.
All right.
There's only 3 characters still.
I'll move this over like this. Then.
The girl from Kaiju number 8, both of them. Well, I don't actually see the other one, so just the one, the blonde one.
The blonde one.
Where's Kaiju number 8?
Oh, actually, they're both there. The blonde one and the
Kikuro?
Kikuro one. Mina and Kikaru.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kikuru. I like
okay.
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mina.
I like that parking lot scene. That was
Mina's
awesome.
the childhood friend who is now the better like fighter person, right?
Yeah.
She hasn't really done anything, but she's attractive.
She,
A tier.
she's gonna have some scenes.
She will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That one has
Kikuru-
done
Kikuru.
literally nothing yet. She's appeared
yeah,
once.
she's that.
Hikaru?
Yeah,
No,
Kikuro.
Kikuru's good. The other one hasn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mina's like behind the scenes right now.
This one's up there.
Observing.
We like her.
Cradle Robber Life will find her eventually.
Oh yeah, the blue hair one from Loser Ranger showed up. She is left a little bit. A blue haired
Yeah,
one.
All the way left, all the way left.
Catch up on watching that, Blaine. It's
The Komachi. It's
let's get
you don't see blue.
He
This
doesn't
one.
see blue. It's that
Yes.
one, yes.
That's one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
She's a lolly.
she's a lolly. Okay.
Yeah.
So I my buddy goes to a rock climbing gym, and he invited me. He was like, "I've got a guest pass," and I was like, "All right, cool, let's go." And we get to the rock climbing gym, and the way that like rock climbing works is you have like a piece of tape on one of the holds, and you have to start with your hands on that hold, for example. And then as you're climbing, you go to like where the top piece of tape is, or to the top of the wall, depending on the section that you're on. And I was like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." This is, and I climbed the wall, and I was like, "Oh, that was pretty easy." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, but you have to use only the same color hold." And I was like, "Bro, are you kidding me right now?"
Yeah, that's
Do you know
Yeah.
how many of these like colors are the same freaking color in my eyes? I had to like have somebody else like climb every time so I could see what to grab. Because not only are like they all like these oranges and greens and blues and purples and
That's how my gym is too.
and it's
It
like
looks normal to me, Blaine.
they all end up looking the same. They're also all covered in chalk because everybody's hands are touching them. So now it's even harder for me to tell what's what. So I'd be like on the wall and I'd look down and my buddy would like point to the next one. I'd be like, thanks. And I just, I really enjoyed climbing. It was like quite a bit of fun. I haven't done something like that since I was in
Oh,
high
it's good on
school.
your calves, dude.
But I was like, this is so frustrating. So yes, I am that colorblind. That is a true statement.
Ooh,
let's
are
see.
we a week away from our Demon Slayer waifus?
Something like that.
Or is it the end of the month?
Yeah, I tried to watch the version that's currently available. It's about as bootleg as it comes. I think it has a Bandicam logo on the.
Oh, just go watch the movie.
No, that's what it is. I think it's
Oh,
the
we were-
movie, but it's like everywhere I find it, it's like a like a recording. Like
Yeah,
I was like,
we were
I
late
can't
just to
watch this.
catch the episode. It was perfect timing. I
Well-
didn't watch the both episodes. It was great.
That
Oh,
reminds
you
me of a
snuck
movie
in.
that
Weren't there
came
3
out
episodes of it?
last month. Is probably on streaming now, so I can download that and watch it.
Oh, you mean the beekeeper?
Arcadian.
The
Beekeeper.
I'm the beekeeper.
Night Pops.
We're not watching Beekeeper.
Good night,
Dude.
pops.
It would.
So how do you
It's
get
gonna
on
be
this?
so funny.
How did they populate this list?
We go through and just click female characters and put the show and then the name,
Yeah, and sometimes he just.
Is there a
doesn't do the
time
show.
frame?
the season,
It's the
current-
season.
the current season of anime.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
You're still missing
La, la,
Archdemon's
la.
Dilemma.
Archdemon's Dilemma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, wrong way to use healing magic's not on there either.
Well, that was
No,
last
that's last
season.
season.
Is that last
We
season?
cover this
Of
every
course I'm not
time
current.
with you people.
About to do the books for that too.
Look here, I'll go back, and you can see the 2024.
Caterpillar
Uh,
eyes.
This one.
Yeah.
So here's wrong way to use healing magic. Rose is up here.
Mm.
I don't remember where the wrong way. Suzune is down here
How is she on B and Rose is at S?
because
Rose
Rose
is
is an
awesome,
S tier.
Stu. What are you talking
There are
about?
some people who like to be stepped on in this crowd.
Rose.
no, that's Blaine. This is
You don't
Blaine's
have
list.
to want to
Wow.
be stepped on to appreciate a strong-willed woman who knows how
Jeez.
to do
Okay, says the man who wants to be stepped on.
Rose is a leader and a champion, and she
He
has
wants
a
to be
deep-
sat on.
She's badass.
Yeah, Rose has all the good qualities you look for in a person.
I'll let you know what happens.
Yeah,
about
like the
I'll do
gouged
both.
out eyeball.
things. What are
Is that a
are you
negative?
racist against the disabled?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be worse if she couldn't see colors.
It's a good thing I don't love you either.
Oh, Gamer Chicken manga is pretty good. They missed.
Well,
they
you
skip,
know, maybe it'll
they
be.
skip
It's.
some
I
stuff.
guess it could be an advantage to some that she has.
Sweaty girl.
Yeah, depth perception just gets in the way. Where's Shura? Nowhere.
Oh,
Shura
wait,
gone.
I just got disconnected briefly.
Okay, stream over. Bye, gold. Bye.
Zing. She doesn't
Is
know
this the
season.
end?
She's a dope. It's true.
Yeah, Stu has no idea what a season is.
He's
I
like,
don't
the
know.
anime is either
He hasn't watched
available or it's
either
not."
of the. He hasn't watched either of the golf anime.
I wish y'all. I'm not gonna watch golf anime.
Good.
You need to watch
Birdie
golf
Wing
anime
is
because
so
you.
good,
I will
though.
watch golf
You need to
anime
tell me
before I
how
watch
good it is.
vampire anime.
You actually
though.
You've played golf. I haven't, so I don't know how good it is at depicting golf.
I know that it's not interesting enough to watch an anime about it.
Agreed.
Is it interesting enough to watch people get paid to play it?
No, I don't watch
Okay.
golf.
Fair enough.
Only if it's on a.
You're internally consistent. I can respect that.
Well, are you gonna hold me to like lofty standards?
Only internal
Oh,
consistency.
I'm gonna create. This consistency metric, and then hold you to it.
For sure.
Y'all should have just said boomer when I said, "What about this show?" And y'all be like, "Gosh, boomer."
I mean,
Last season.
Boomer doesn't help like educate you, and I'd rather educate you than just call you a boomer. Now, if I've educated you once and you still don't hear me, then I'll call you a boomer. I've got to.
I
There's
swear,
an
I thought-
order
so
to
when
these
did the season
operations
start?
too.
Oh, the seasons start every 4 months because we got the 4 big seasons. We start with winter in January. Basically, the beginning of January are very,
Yeah.
very.
Oh, you
And
mean
it's
the first
cold,
month?
it's called
Oh,
winter.
okay.
Yeah.
That's complicated.
Yeah.
And
So
then
it's
it goes
calendar.
to spring, and then
Gregorian
it goes to
calendar.
summer.
Spring starts at the beginning of April. Summer starts. It's every three months.
When does-
So yeah,
Winter start.
January.
like I said, January.
But what about December?
December is break time.
Yeah.
Well, in December is fall season actually.
Yeah,
They
December is where
have
everything
to
ends.
let the animators rest at some point, and so we give them December.
So they don't go on
only
strike.
the last week of December, though. Just the last week of December, they can take off.
Or burn down buildings.
Yeah, that's the only other way they get off. Well, I guess they probably get off in other ways too, but not.
Well,
I
no,
don't
they
know
can't
what
get
that
off
is.
because they're always sleeping in the office.
Oh, before you go, Michael, how was From Me to You season 2?
From me to you, oh, it's pretty good.
All right.
I mean, it's the same as season 1, but they get together at the very end of it, so season 3 should be even better.
I love her smile. All right. I'm waiting on 3 so I can just go right into 3.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh God, I love that. I love it. It's so good.
hmm
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. It's
We
They're
here
pretty-
at Blaine's Escape Corners chat very much enjoy Kimi no Todoke.
That's wonderful.
I like Kimi no Kachi. I haven't seen it yet though.
It's still Golden Week, Peter Van.
what? Okay, I've heard that in novels now. Is Golden Week like their spring break?
Yeah, kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind
All
of.
right.
Why
Just
is it
say
called
yes.
Golden Week? That's the real question.
Because it's all of these federal holidays in like 1 week.
It is
Yeah, I think it's something.
only 4 days of the week are officially designated as public holidays.
Mhm.
Showa Day, Constitutional Memorial Day, Greenery Day, and Children's Day.
I was gonna say it just kind of coincidentally came about where a bunch of holidays ended up next to each other. As
How does
they
that
added them.
the people are just like, we'll put it on that day, and they're like, wait, this
Well, I
this
mean,
one already
certain-
has a holiday. And they just
Well, I mean,
keep
certain
going.
things just happen where they're like, okay, we're gonna make this a holiday because of some reason, something that happened, and it just so happens they had a lot of that during the same week. It's just like people started calling it Golden Week
Okay.
because people have a lot of days off, basically.
Yeah, this the book I'm reading. Like, oh, we have extra time to do stuff. It's Golden Week. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Yeah. It's just true.
Speaking of Golden Week, this tomorrow Osaka Comic Con starts, and that's where I'll be at.
Mm.
Ooh. Is the Ginger Ninja gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll be helping him with his booth, and I purposely didn't do any hiking trips this last month, so because well, I guess maybe not, but last year I was supposed to go,
Didn't you
and
break your
then
foot or something?
yeah, and I had that hiking accident, so I
Yeah.
couldn't go. Yeah.
Are we gonna get like announcements from this con, or it's just
Uh, I'm not sure because well, I don't care for it, but May 4th is Saturday, but I think Star Wars Celebration is supposed to be a different like day or an event because it's supposed to take place in Tokyo. And I don't know if they're gonna do any Star Wars announcements at Osaka Comic Con or whatever, but
okay? Well, it'll be on Twitter, I guess, when any breaking news,
yeah.
any
Christopher
announcements.
Lloyd is going to Osaka Comic Con.
Yeah, I think he was at Tokyo Comic Con this last December.
What?
Man, he looked pretty old in that on Mando.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I forgot how old he is now.
Something about the way you said that. He looking pretty old.
Well, Ian McDermott, he had his last Comic Con. I think it was Tokyo 2 years ago. If not, it was Osaka last year. Because he's just too old to travel out here. So I'm pretty sure Christopher Lloyd has probably got like 1 or 2 cons left
All
in
right,
him.
it's Mads Mikkelsen, Norman Reedus, Christopher Lloyd, Tom Wilson, Peter Weller, Tom Hiddleston, Sophia Di Martino, Jason Momoa. He fits in Japan. That's crazy.
Hey, I
It's
saw
really
Ian.
weird if they got like. Wait, who was the actor that played the Peter Parker and the new Spider-Man for Marvel?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. It'd be weird if they remade Back to the Future with Tom Holland. That'd be really weird.
I'd hate that idea.
They're holding on to the rights until that guy dies. He is very adamant.
I guess
You're not doing shit
against
until
doing
I
it.
die. Yeah,
Yeah.
he that and the
Good
last
plan.
Starfighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are holding it till I'm dead.
I mean, they really need to just.
Hollywood's so bad now. I wouldn't want to be alive to see it happen either.
Yeah.
They should make Toby Maguire into Doc.
That would be so
What is going on here?
You mentioned what Lloyd guy was that? Who was it? Lloyd Griffin.
Tobey Maguire is not even close to being like old yet.
He's only like 40 something, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's around my age.
I was like, oh, maybe he's like one of those guys that just got like gray hair in his 30s or something. Like, no,
Nope.
no, he still
just
looks
looks
like
like
Tobey
Tobey
Maguire.
He's
I
still
think
Toby.
50.
He
Is
looks like
50?
Toby trying to like pass himself off as being like over 21. He's like, "Ugh, I got a beard now. I'm old now.
Dude, he looks like he could be in 13 Reasons Why.
The bags under the eyes give you age. Yeah.
I can see all the luggage he's carrying around. Oh, that's funny. Oh, he really was a babyface in Spider-Man. That's hilarious, side by sides.
Yeah.
That was the best Spider-Man.
Best Spider-Man.
Oh no,
And the
Andrew
second
Garfield was pretty
And
good.
then the second.
You don't
best
like
Spider-Man.
Miles Morales?
Italian Spider-Man.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like him more than Tom Holland. I'll say it like that.
Who? Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I like the college Peter Pan. Let's get the college stuff going. That's his good arc.
Peter Pan never.
Yeah,
grew
you
up,
act like
though.
they're gonna respect the arc that you're thinking of.
I know. I like an older Spider-Man. I can't stand the high school crap they keep doing. With.
Okay, he has no friends right now because they memory erased them all. What do you want? What do you expect to happen?
I
Yes,
expect Miles to
meets
take
Gwen
over.
Stacy.
Two Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Two Spider-Men.
That's right. Miles is the best.
Just
Truest of
take
Spider-Man.
Marvel away from Disney.
How about we just kill Disney entirely and
Can we
take
do
away
that?
everything from them?
I mean, we're gonna
Everybody
get
be
to the
better
point where
off if we
every
just take
Marvel movie
everything
in a
away
year
from
is a
Disney.
flop. Just like
You know,
Disney.
if I get elected president, that's the first thing I'm doing is I'm destroying Disney.
They might be
Not
on
allowed
it
to
on their
function as an
own.
entity.
Nothing of value
it's-
was lost.
I think they're like the second highest amount of employees. It's a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
They are.
I think they're in the top 5. Every time I hear those hearings calls, they like to brag about it.
Well, here's the deal, though. You could get rid of the Disney media side of things and keep the parks.
I feel like you could just break them up.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like most people that I talk to that work for Disney work for either the stores or they work for the parks and like the experiences and stuff and the carnival, whatever the boats are.
You know what the
Like-
worst Disney experience I had recently?
No.
I downloaded Pinocchio, but it wasn't the Guillermo del Toro version that I wanted. It was the Disney version they remade in 2022.
Oh yeah, just like
Dude,
3
he
Pinocchios
puts it
recently.
on but pauses it. I'm like, dude, why are we watching a Disney movie? He's like, it's not Disney.
Nice.
Because they both came out in 2022.
They did. That is true.
Yeah, it's-
The worst time of my life. Then I had to watch Alien, which was amazing. Alien's so good.
It's pretty
I
good.
just saw it in theaters this week. The 45th.
Oh,
It's
they put
fucking
Alien
good.
in
It
theaters
looks
here?
so
It's
nice.
for the 45th anniversary. Yep, it is crisp, extra crisp. It's
I don't know.
fantastic.
Prometheus was better.
It's
Oh my
crazy to me
word.
just how good old movies can look with
Just
such
kidding.
old technology.
Yes.
And the new movies just you can't see anything. This movie is shot in like the dark quote unquote, this like dark dank ship the whole time. You can see everything just fine. It's only honestly it probably shows you a little bit too much of the aliens still. I actually think it probably should have shown just a little bit less, like obscured it a little bit more, but I think it's fine. I think it was still fantastic. Just like so good.
Yeah.
Because I've watched Aliens before, but that was my first time watching Alien.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious. I
Speaking
actually
of
I
them
saw
ruining-
A lot of
Predator
people are like
2
that.
before I saw Predator 1.
Yeah, I rented Empire before I knew about New Hope.
Predator 2 was pretty good though.
Dude, Predator 2 is so good.
I could watch
the ending
both
is
of
still
those.
one of the best endings of the Predator movies.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
He's like,
Is there any reason to
Who's
watch a movie
next?
beyond the first 2 Predator movies?
Well, Prey was fine.
The dog.
yeah,
I
was
mean, the
best.
new one, the
Prey
new
was
one
Alien
with the
vs. Predator is
Indians.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's a new one. The new
I
one's
like the
fine.
dog in Prey.
I
Okay.
liked AVP before I did they brought it into a film class and they were like, here's everything
With-
wrong with AVP, and I was like, oh
Is
my
that the
gosh,
one
I'm
with
so
Adrian
tired.
Brody?
Yeah, that's the one where they go to the
That
pyramid
raspy
and it's just like
voice.
the hunting and stuff.
Wait,
They're
are
ice.
people able to
Yep.
convince? Are people able to convince you something's bad even after you liked it?
No. What? So it's all these little nitpicky things that they point out. Where like in the beginning, they're like, "Look, all these people, they're outside in the Arctic. Do you see anyone's breath?" And I was like, "Damn it, no." Like, I still enjoy the movie, but there's a lot of
How
those
could you
stupid little
possibly
things they
care
didn't
about
do.
that?
That happened with Man of Steel Serranos when Waller watched it. I've never hated that movie ever more now.
Really? Okay. I mean,
Yeah, I
the
thought
versus
when
the
Man of
Man
Steel
of
was
Steel
good.
are pretty big though.
It's
The-
a
Yeah.
difference between not liking something and then just noticing all of its little flaws.
Yeah,
It's not that you don't still enjoy like the basic premise and like the idea and the fun stuff, but now you're just like when you watch it, you're like, oh. That's why I don't like rewatch stuff anymore. Because I'm like, why would I bother? I can
Here's
watch
a
it
bit-
once, enjoy it, and
You
move
don't
on
want
with
it to
my
get
life.
worse. I mean, I said I still like the appraisal show, but you denied my existence.
It's true. I removed you from existence.
Yeah, you're transphobic, Blaine.
It is true. No transforming anyone's opinions on this show.
Hmm.
You watched Judgment Day before T1? That's wild that would be the thing you watched before T1.
To be fair, T1 is pretty bad.
I think I've watched like literally no movies from the 70s except for like the couple that I've watched this past week.
I like T1 as a horror movie, as you're chasing a girl around with but as a robot instead. That's how I watched it.
I don't.
I'm gonna go take a
remember
shower,
which one
though.
I saw first, but it was either T2 or T1. Because I think what happened is T3 came out and my parents were like, "Well, you can't watch 3 without 1 and 2," so we watched 1 and 2. But back then, it wasn't like, oh, we're just gonna watch one and then we'll watch two. You'd have to go to Hollywood Video or Blockbuster, and you would hope that they have one or the other. And they're like, well, we're all out of one because everybody wants to watch one, so we're gonna rent two, and we'll just start there and then go backwards.
You ever look at the news articles that were attacking Cameron when he was funding T2?
Attacking him for what?
Oh, because I think at the time T2 was the biggest. I think after that was Waterworld, but T2 was like the biggest movie to ever be produced or whatever, budget wise.
Expensive.
Yeah, and they were attacking him for it. I was like, this is gonna be a huge flop and all this, and yeah, well, the rest is history.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a shower. Good night.
All right. Good night, buddy.
I will see you when I see you.
See
It is
ya
past your deadline, Blaine, by the way.
tomorrow. Yeah. I'll wrap
I
it
guess-
up here.
I'll see you.
You watch T1 on TV? Amazing. All right, everybody. Let me look at my calendar. Make sure I'm actually going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, are you? Is it once a week?
Oh no, it's supposed to be. Every
I don't
day.
know. You've been busy.
I
Oh,
know. I
it
know.
feels like once a week.
It's not a
I'm-
you
I'm
thing.
just
it's a
doing my
me
books,
thing. I
so-
want to be here. I want to be here streaming. I just
You're
keep running
having
into
me
all sorts of
chase down
crap.
McDonald's toys.
Yeah, start getting some more reviews.
Look, Blaine, we tallied the numbers. You're at once a week.
That's true.
Is this a? Are you doing the food truck or is this Helldivers?
No, this is
Because I assume you're playing Helldivers. 'Cause everyone's fucking falling to it. Everybody. I know
no,
is like,
it's a combination of things. So it's the food truck is what I'm doing like during the day. Like since we're transitioning from food truck to a temporary food booth for like events and stuff because I'm just tired of waiting for the truck. So this summer
Wow,
we're
it's
gonna be
been
doing
like
like
2
farmers
years.
markets and stuff. And then most of the nightly stuff is because our cat was like, "Oh, guess what? I'm gonna stop eating, and I'm going to develop some kind of tumor." And so now it's like nighttime with the cat is like a thing that we have to like deal with now. So that's been taking over. My wife's mom fell and hurt her arm, so we've been dealing with like taking care of her. Like it just. There's just a lot of stuff that was like, hey, guess what? All that time you have, we're gonna take it for a bit. So, the goal is to get back into the every day of the week with every kind of 2 Mondays a month that I basically take off.
5 days a week. Wow, this would be iconic.
It could be. It could be. It'd be wild. Not next week, though, because next week is one of those Mondays that I'm taking off. But I will be here tomorrow to stream. So I will be streaming tomorrow. I will see you all then. And in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll catch you Thursday. Kampai, everybody.
See ya.